Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the AAA episode number 356, The Whale's Cosmic Revenge. Oh my God, is my mic working? I think it is. Drunkle? Sinatra? Is it working?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn it, Sin, for fuck's sake.
No, man, not the day
The
for
one
that.
time.
It's not working.
The one
No.
day we could have landed Polly in an institution. We didn't take the chance. Okay.
Every time it goes quiet, and I'm like, oh, is my internet cut out again? Sinatra will just be dead silent. Just going, I was just fucking with you. But today, no. The one time.
Oh, chat.
I feel bad because the first time we ever had Polly on the GPP, we made him think for like 2 hours that his mic wasn't working.
No, it was like
20
20 minutes, and then later on it was like 10 minutes, and I haven't forgotten.
Remember when we did that with the atheist gamer?
Oh, we did that for like 4 days.
You know, I can talk about my problems with certain people in chat and fuck chat and Drunkles off on their animals. If they hadn't told me, I would have never figured it out.
We did that to Tag for like 4 fucking days.
I think Polly, they're screwing with you, man. They're like, oh, God damn it! Why would anyone carry a joke on this long? I had no idea how low the depravity went.
Oh, very low, very low.
I can go much lower than that. We just like you.
Sending him the link to the because it was when we were using Google Hangouts at the time. So sending him the link to it, but I was just removing one character from the link. So of course it wouldn't. He's trying to join up. He's got. I don't understand it. I was saying to him, "Oh mate, because he's in the chat. It's got the link's not working. Oh, I think you got a virus. Go into your Windows folder and find something called System32. Delete that. It's a virus."
You should have never get something that get deep inside your Windows folder. It's gonna screw with everything.
Or the time I got Bear to Alt F4 right out of we were playing Grand Theft Auto.
I remember this.
It's like it's not working. How do I get in the helicopter? I'm like, you just have to hit Alt F4 and then he just disappears.
Fuck Sinatra.
Oh yeah.
Fuck Sinatra.
Yeah.
Fuck Sinatra.
I pay for your food, you brittle-boned fuck.
Yeah, fuck Sinatra. I forgot this was on still. Whoops. Oh well, it's fine. That's
Yeah.
If you owned a transferable machine gun, you wouldn't do that every time you fucking let out a mag dump?
No, it's such a waste of ammo.
No, it makes sense. What the hell's an auto sear for unless you can be American about it?
On Flag Day, no less.
Mm-hmm. Limited Guy, thank you for the $5. Here's a yogiism for the modern day. Technical difficulties are technically difficult. What's on the menu? What's on the menu? Well, all sorts of fun things.
Well,
we've got plane crashes and Time Magazine demonstrating that they never were actually journalists. It started with that Hitler is Man of the Year, if you ask me. Why don't you forget about that one? Never let them forget. We got all
Yahoo! Christ, that's loud.
I know, and I went into fucking Vegas and even fucking turned the gain down and then re-rendered it and then re-uploaded it. And it's still loud as fuck. Anyway, okay, what else do we have? Oh, just murders. There's on the spot, snap of the finger decisions to do home invasions. The lists go on and on. Lots of fun stuff today. Let's see. Akira, thank you for the $5. Howdy, Polly. Been waiting for this all day. Sitting down with a box of 40K and some AAA. It's time to build some guardsmen. I can appreciate that. I wish I could paint while I was on stream, but I actually have to look up at the screen from time to time.
You don't have to.
Well, I kind of do. I mean, what happens when it's like a visual gag that you guys are doing on Monday or Friday? That's hilarious. It's like, Polly, it's a picture of a funeral. Oh, I knew that.
Oh, I've got something in that ballpark for Monday. Actually, funeral-based news. Yeah, all right, fair enough. You caught me.
Bucklesnuck, thank you for the $3 and the fuck Sinatra. Incredibly tardy and attracted to people of the same chromosome variation.
During Jurassic June.
Yeah, of all times. But
as opposed to
Yeah, Sinatra's gay all year
Yeah.
round, man. He doesn't do just one
Yeah,
month.
yeah. It's a
Mm.
full-time thing.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the $3 anyway, even though you call me late and gay and shit. And I will tell you about being late, but extremely heterosexual. After this.
Hey yo,
Oh, yeah.
stonks, gamer.
Yeah.
Alright, no, just wait for my fucking time.
To the dub. It's polydub.
It's
Let me have it. I'm not savage. Why do you keep screaming, bro? Maybe it's a habit.
That's one of the times I wish we all did on cam shit. You know, I dance every time, right? Chair dance,
You
mind
have
you,
to.
but yeah. I like
Is my camera not working?
not for years. Did you not know until now?
No.
Oh, my
Oh,
God,
boy.
all the theatrics you've been going through.
I know. I got tattoos.
Yeah, what everyone's missing is that giant heart that says mom on it with an arrow through it. Yeah. It's just,
Yeah. It's an anchor.
It's-
It's always an anchor, isn't it? Like, what-
if you were a sailor in the early 1900s, perhaps, yeah.
Which we all know I was.
Right. Festonia, thank you for the $25. Getting in limes early. Love ya. No bunny boiling
Nice.
here, homo, I swear. Hold on, let me really quick. Shades Drunkle, 2. Boom. Limes. Pile of limes.
Oh, God.
If you want to upgrade into Bergamot, well, it's
I would rather be Bergamot. Yeah.
it's just a Goku banger away. Donkey Punch Bandit, our man who's free from the military, probably still confused as to how life's going. Thank you for the $5. Hey, fuckers, nothing really going on, but here's $5. I do have the Devin Townsend concert on Friday, however.
Oh, yes.
nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I mean, it's got to... Have you ever quit a
Sorry.
job or been fired from a job and your time is suddenly your own in a way that's kind of like, well, Sinatra has kids. He probably doesn't know what that's like for years now.
No.
I mean, that's probably the way that Donkey Punch is like you're getting culture shock of returning to civilian life, you know? Like,
Yeah.
can't wake up in the morning without the sound of a bugle.
Yeah, where's the screaming sergeant? I wouldn't recognize a morning without a screaming sergeant. It's okay, man. There's plenty of screaming sergeant ambiance videos on YouTube for you to set with a timer. There actually are, you know.
I believe it.
Are they really?
Yeah, there's an ambiance video for fucking everything.
It's not really ambience, is it? Like, wake up, you maggot! That was maggot, by the way. YouTube is in fly larvae.
Yeah, not faggot, maggot. Big difference.
Oh, God! However, your channel. Sorry.
I like to spread it around. They might seem like you're the only bigot in the group, and we don't want people thinking that.
But I'm not. But no, I'm allowed to say it. It's our word. It's a type of food.
Yeah, we kind of took it over.
You appropriated it from the British.
Yeah.
To mean something you don't want to put in your mouth.
And light on fire.
A bundle of sticks. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I was talking about. What were you talking about?
It's like a big meatball mixed with bread.
Like a meatball?
No, it's
Who doesn't put breadcrumbs in their meatballs? What kind of savage are you?
no, it's not breadcrumbs. It's an old person's food. Dare I say it? Faggots and gravy. It's a type of English food.
What's the gravy? Like beef gravy or gravy like
Yeah, generally
American
Baby gravy.
But oh god,
Gross.
yeah,
Gross.
Yeah.
you really ruined that food day. You know?
Yeah. I don't even want to know anymore what the real thing is because what you just put in my mind. Sinatra, how's it going? How's the throat?
I went to Urgicare. They said I have an upper respiratory infection. That's super fun.
My favorite bit about this is probably when you went off, you had to update your drivers, which is where the show was started late.
Yeah.
Sinatra went, "Oh, all right, I'll just go have a smoke real quick." I go, "Wait, hang on,
With an upper
is that a
respiratory
good idea,
infection?
mate?" He's like, "Yeah, fucking, I got an
Yeah.
infection. I didn't stop being cool."
It yeah, I had a fever that just wouldn't quit today, so I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna go get it checked out, whatever. And they're like, yeah, it sounds like it's becoming upper respiratory that could get into bronchitis or like pneumonia real quick, so we're just gonna nip it in the bud now.
by having you intake a steady stream of burning vegetable matter.
Unless that's the new word for antibiotics and Z-Pack, yes.
Oh,
I drink vegetable matter.
what is Z-Pack?
I don't
That's
know.
what I asked, and he didn't know.
Oh, well, I'm glad we had the same thought. I mean, it sounds medical. I got a Z-Pack stat. It came from
My
the
brother said
dispensary.
they work well. So I was like, hey, can I get a Z-Pack? And they're like, yeah, sure, we'll just put that on there.
You go to the counter and be like, I need 20 cc's of Z-Pack.
Is it like a hot water bottle or like a nicotine patch? Like,
Mm,
there's all sorts of things.
It's a pill. It's just like a pill of some kind.
Type of cigarette. That's good for you.
Unlike the rest.
Yeah.
And Drunkle, how are you doing?
All right, thank you, mate. I'm all right. Unfortunately, I had to work this evening, which is why there was no stream over on twitch.tv/drunkleplays. And then I hit the gym, and then I had a wee nap. So all in all right.
That sounds like a pretty lackadaisical day.
It does,
No, I still
doesn't
have to work.
Oh.
There was extra work. It was the day job, and then there was an impromptu evening job or jobs. And then I could have just come back. I could have streamed. I could have come back and had a nap. But I said, no, Millie.
A lady needs her beauty rest. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You come out as transgender, get to the gym, work on those tits.
That's what I hear women say before they go to the gym.
Well, I've only recently come out as transgender, so I don't want to take the hormones and grow like flabby fat tits. Mine are going to be made out of pure muscle,
Perky firm tits?
perky and firm. Attorneys at law.
I don't even want to touch that. Okay, since these guys asked me how I was doing,
You
I'll
will.
just,
will.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Oh wait. How you doing, Polly?
Oh.
I'm sending you a heart in the chat. Look at this. Yeah. That's for you, dude.
Okay, there's the first thing how I'm doing. I don't like the changes that have been going on. I'm going to be an old curmudgeon in my rocking chair with a shotgun here. Like, get off my lawn, you damn kids. I don't like all these newfangled things that are going on online.
Get off my lawn.
It's confusing. How these transgender children running around on my lawn. Get off my lawn. You're a little boy in a dress. It makes no sense.
Starbucks waging war on Christmas.
I'll say Merry Christmas to whatever immigrant I want to. You're welcome here, but by God, you're going to take that Merry Christmas from me.
As long as they come here to work, I ain't got no problem with them.
Long you don't take my job. I
said that about Oompa Loompas from fucking Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. As long as they come here to work.
You interpreted the Oompa Loompas as job-stealing immigrants?
Well, I mean, they are immigrants. They came from
What?
Somewhere.
Wait, I was going to say, I've seen the movie, but I was not watching it. I was like staring
You
at
never read the book?
No, there's a book.
You saw it, but you weren't there.
Did Disney ever produce something original? Ever?
Oh, they come from Lumperland. I should have known.
Right next door to Lilliputian.
Yeah, it was just Lilliput. Roald Dahl wasn't
Lilliput.
really big on the names, was he?
I just fairy tales the world round books. I mean, was Dumbo a book?
I don't think so.
I don't know. An elephant in the circus with big ears so he can fly. That sounds too creative for Disney. Like for them to have come up with. I mean,
A little bit.
Yeah. I don't know. Dumbo. I'm googling Dumbo. But yeah. Well, there are books, but it looks like it came after the movie.
huh. Yeah, and they could go ahead and do Brer Rabbit stuff. I'm a huge fan of Brer Rabbit, but now Brer Rabbit, right?
Was Bear Rabbit?
Brer Rabbit.
Breer.
Brer Rabbit.
Never heard of it.
Is that like Briar? Oh no, it's actually all right. It's B-R-E-R, right?
Yeah. No, literally the Briar, like Briar as in Briar Patch, is from that story. Brer Rabbit asked Brer Fox to, throw him in the Briar Patch.
We've got Peter Rabbit over here.
I love Peter Rabbit, man.
You like Peter Rabbit?
I love Peter Rabbit. What are you talking about? You crazy? Flopsy and Mrs. Rabbit and everything?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, little blue jacket wearing mongoloid going out fucking stealing carrots from the guy's farm.
The radishes.
Piece of shit.
His favorites were radishes.
Well, I'm out, I never read it.
You never read Peter Rabbit when you were a kid?
You didn't even know fucking Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was a book.
Well, Beatrix Potter is a national treasure to England. Why the hell
Roald Dahl wasn't?
Who?
The author of Charlie... Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Fucking James and the Giant Peach.
Oh, yeah, now that I know. Okay, all right. Okay. Now you're
Fucking...
now you're talking about things I know. Okay.
I think you did... I think it was Matilda. I think he did Matilda. Yeah, that was Roald Dahl. Yeah, that was... Yeah. He was brilliant author for children. He was utterly fantastic. Although it was easy to read. It was child's books, but then also it took me years to realise his name was Roald and not Ronald.
What?
Fucking Welsh.
What?
Fucking. Okay, so Molly O'Carroll's Song of the South, that movie that Disney put out, and it's the guy singing Zippity Doo Dah. Oh, this is racist as hell.
Is that where the crows from Dumbo came from?
Well, all of a sudden it just makes them feel like weirdly uncomfortable, and they've locked it up in the Disney vault, never to be released again. Unless, of course, you want to go get it from widely available, perfectly available, legitimate sources online.
Of course.
Yeah.
Lumperland.
But Disney being Disney is not going to lose the opportunity to take advantage of something that's public domain. So, yeah, if you ever want to see animated Brer Rabbit, it's in Song of the South. They're Southern folk stories, and they're fantastic. They're great.
Divine Petulant says, "Bruh" is slang for brother.
Yes.
I don't think it. Yes. I think it's just you've just missed 3 letters out of it, really, haven't you?
Yeah, it's Brother Rabbit, Brother Fox. Think of like Aesop's Fables, but done in like Southern American folk style.
Oh, so that's an author you know.
What, Aesop?
Yeah.
Well,
you don't know.
Yeah.
Roald Dahl.
I'm feeling really judged on this shit.
I am judging you, dude.
He seems very judgy.
Well, this is.
I am judging.
I get this. Like, I haven't felt this judged since the last time I talked about how many Disney films I haven't seen. Most of them.
Dude, I've seen like 3.
Really? I've seen 2.
Yeah.
Cool.
Name 6. Name 6 of the 2. And a fish.
Name 6 of the 2?
What have you seen?
The Robin Hood, which I watched over and over again as a kid. I loved it. Robin Hood as a fox was fantastic. And then only like 2 or 3 years ago, I saw The Great Mouse Detective.
Oh, I've never seen that. I've seen
It's fantastic. Somebody said, you really love Sherlock Holmes? Have you seen The Great Mouse Detective? And I was like, no, what is that? Like, it's a Disney film. Like, an animated one? Like, yeah. I'm like, no, I've only ever seen one Disney film my whole life, and Robin Hood. So you got to watch that. I watched it on YouTube. It was fucking awesome. I loved it.
You didn't see Avengers Endgame?
You know what I mean.
I see.
That's not Disney. That's put out by Disney money. It's different.
It's not, is it? I saw The Lion King. Although that was after I saw the stage version. I was never date an actress. Christ, they drag you to all this shit. So I didn't know there's this fucking big black woman at the beginning. She comes out, opens the show like sin venga, what a butter. And I had to, in the interval, I asked her, like, because she had this fucking big fucking bit of wood on her ass that was painted red. And I was like, what? Why did that fucking woman at the beginning have a fucking big red thing on her ass? And she went, oh, the baboon?
Yeah.
And I went, you can't fucking say that. Because I genuinely didn't know. And The Sword in the Stone, I have seen that as well.
You know what? I've seen clips from it, and I want to. Does it live up to the Arthurian? Whoa.
Not really, no.
No?
Yeah, I didn't grow up watching Disney films, you see, so I don't have the the nostalgia that everyone, because some people, when they find out I don't like cheese, how can you not like cheese? They get really fucking militant about it. And
Yeah,
it's like
I
that
agree with
Disney.
them.
It's like, how can you not like Disney?
Yeah, it's same.
But it's because I didn't
let me
grow up
give you a hint,
watching them.
Drunkle. Let me give you a hint, okay? Say you're
Okay.
wildly, vomitously lactose
Yeah.
intolerant. Then
Well,
people
that's why I
understand.
What's that got to do with Disney films?
It's got to do with cheese. See,
Ah,
saying you
right.
don't like cheese is just revealing you're some kind of degenerate. Saying you can't handle the lactose in cheese, I would just
Well, that
go,
just makes
oh,
me sound weak.
no, it makes you sound like a tragic figure that needs to be pitied.
I mean, I
Oh,
guess
you
you could
guys.
just say that you start vomiting uncontrollably when you watch a Disney film.
Yeah, that would work. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, well, wait a minute. I was going to say people wouldn't believe that, but I think they would.
It's my parents just weren't big on what they referred to as singies. Which I mean, and a lot of people go, "What singies? What the fuck do you mean?" But if you think about it, movies are called movies because that's when they
They
started
move. Yeah.
the moving picture.
Well, if you think
So
about it,
this
we
is-
should really be calling them talkies.
They were called talkies.
Oh,
They were
yeah,
talkies.
you got the talkies over here.
Well, that's what
Now
I'm
we have
saying.
the
It's like,
singies.
I went down to the cinema to watch a talkie. Like that.
Aw.
I got to the end of my sentence. It doesn't count.
Sid, when you said that, I could actually hear the cigar.
Yeah, see, and then you got the talkies, and now we got the singies. Speaking of Disney, I'm so glad they're in a death spiral. I wouldn't say that. The last movie just failed, but I wouldn't say they're in a death spiral. And by the way, I'm gonna have to keep muting because I'm coughing up a lung over here.
That's understood, right?
Yeah, I understand.
Speaking of which, I never saw the original Little Mermaid either.
Thank you, Donkey.
No, neither have I.
I saw all these, but I was in the correct age bracket for them.
A parent.
And
Oh,
yes,
yeah, I
I got
suppose
to
that
rewatch them
works.
as a parent too.
I won't have
Oh,
those
Beauty
Disney
and the
movies in
Beast.
my house. Wait, the children will just stare at the TV for 2 hours straight and not nag? Awesome. I'll buy
Brilliant.
them all. Yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Buying all of them right now.
I did see Beauty and the Beast, and I gotta say, I'm in Camp Gaston. I think he was.
Well, you guys are
best
going to have to get hip to Alice in Wonderland and Fantasia.
Now, Polly, this may shock you, but Alice in Wonderland was also a book.
No, I know that.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
You
I've
do?
never seen
Oh,
Alice in Wonderland Disney version or fucking emo Johnny Depp version. What's it called?
I don't know.
I don't know.
The one with Helena
Is it-
Bonham Carter as the queen.
I mean, I
so
know
I-
it exists. I don't know what
wa-
it is.
I was about to ask, was it by perchance directed by Tim Burton? And you answered my question when you said Helena Bonham Carter was in it. So,
Yeah.
okay. Right.
Yeah.
I don't remember the original title. Someone in chat's gonna throw it out because they're the smart people.
It's probably just called like Wonderland or Wunderland. That's the German version.
I have actually seen a number of clips from Fantasia. Like that's the psychedelic, strange animation fest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have seen extended like 5-minute clips of that, and it's like, man, this goes on feature length. Fuck yeah, I want to see this.
It's a trip, though, isn't it? I saw the bit because when I was playing piano, I had to learn the Wizard's Apprentice. She's the one with the broomsticks. So that's the only bit of that I'd seen.
Alice in Das Wunderland.
Das Wunderland.
Lamented Guide, you brilliant bastard. You thank you for the $5. Oompa Loompa dee-pa-dee-doo. I have a word for all of you who view Oompa Loompa doo-pa-dee-dee. If you are wise, you'll go and like the stream.
I mean, there was a brilliant message, but just not the medium of Polly was.
The cadence just was not there.
It was poor, wasn't it? It was poor.
I could do zippity-doo-dah in your fucking face.
Bring it.
You know, from Song of the
Sounds
South?
a little gay.
No, it's racist, actually, from Song of the South.
We're
no,
not allowed
it's
to say
supposed to be
zippity-
oompa, loompa, doompa dee doo.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Of course, yeah, okay. Yeah, I
Do it again. Get the man his money's worth.
Oompa loompa doo-ba-dee-doo. I have a
Jesus
word for...
Christ.
It's a little monotone.
It's just the wrong fucking note.
What do you think monotone means, jackass?
That's just one note. Like,
Yeah.
Yep, mono, one. What?
You just doing the same wrong note the whole time?
You're trying to tell me I was out of key too? Fuck. Shit. I did Man in the Mirror wonderfully. I will not hear this.
Take two.
Lewis Carroll's Man in the Looking Glass.
You know what I had stuck in my head all day yesterday? All jokes aside, it's just, why you fucking lying? You always lie. And yeah, I was doing it out in public, and people were like, "Is that guy like cuss swearing over there? Cuss singing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am."
There's one of those where like it's completely off key, but it still works.
Is it off key?
It's also like, "Oh baby, you got what I need."
Yeah, but Bismarck Key is a treasure, you know. He was trying to sing off key. He's a delight. And Knife Jumper Magoo, thank you for the $1. Disney's greatest sin, more so than their abominations they put out now, was birthing multiple generations of furries. When I heard that it's very likely, or at least argued to be, Robin Hood is the origin of furrydom.
Dude, I wasn't going to say anything.
I was so aghast. I was like, what? Little John's a big bear. Robin Hood made Marion her foxes. Where's the furrydom come from this? Well, it's the first time you ever saw really like anthropomorphized animals on that level. I'm like, that can't be right. Why would they focus in on this?
Seems about right there, doesn't it?
And why is it that furries ended up focusing on something meant for children? That just,
Seems right. Wasn't there that, I mean, there's a whole fandom around that. Was it Zootopia? With that fucking little rabbit lady?
Zootopia, the little rabbit.
Anyone?
No.
Yeah, there's quite the obsession rocking around about this fucking this little rabbit.
I'm gonna take your word for that.
I mean, look, hey, I only know of it.
Are you sure?
I'm not indulging in it myself.
I love it. TC saying all the right notes, just not in the right order. Well, you know.
I also want to know what Ramen Hood is.
Yeah, I mean, it's stealing from the poor to give to the poor, I guess. Ramen Hood.
I just thought of a whole series of Sinatra word jokes I could have cracked there, but I'm just going to let it go. Just going to let it go. It's not the anime Ramen Hood at all. Ramen Hood. No.
Judy Hopps, her name is. That's the.
Who is? The Zootopia lady?
That's the rabbit that everyone has got it hot for, and I guarantee I've just googled it, and I've come up with the name Judy Hopps. However, I think with minimal effort, I could find some fucking X-rated pictures of her so that people have done.
Yeah, that's probably not going to take you anything at all.
But you know what? I mean, I think St. Michael's got a point here. If there's anything that was the beginning of real furrydom, I've been on the internet long enough to know. Lola Bunny. He's right. I mean, they didn't have to draw that bunny like that.
Oh, goddamn. Yeah, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you just look it up right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see what I'm talking about?
I do.
And she does the whole seductive thing, too. It gets weird, man.
She got these come hither eyes going on, Polly.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You didn't need to put that in. Space Jam's a kids' movie, for God's sake. This is for the dads. Right, I'm going to send you a picture of
oh no
of Judy Hopps.
All right. I patiently await. Did you see what I sent you?
There you go. I did, yeah. Netflix Elon Musk.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
People focused in on this?
They love her. The internet is a depraved place, man.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
John Boy? If I had to guess, I'd say communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
It's Oren Doomhammer for 5. Says Zootopia was a great allegory for our political system, and more specifically, the right versus left. Watch it and marvel at how the herbivores take over the city and try to control everything. What is this like vegan propaganda?
Interesting.
Thank you, Oren.
Let me up this here back. Boom. No, it's fine. You don't need to leave it dead silent, boys. You can just go ahead and talk. It's fine.
Oh, okay, right. I didn't know what was.
I don't know what to talk about. You didn't even give us anything to go on.
Yeah.
All right.
Lead us into something.
Tender
you know?
shrimp broccoli, go.
Oh man, I fucking love to. Best way to do it, I found, is actually in the frying pan.
Nope, you broil it. You put it in the oven for about 25 minutes.
25 minutes in the oven.
I got to agree. Broiled.
You're charring it right there. You're charring it.
Exactly.
A slight little bit of charring. It's just like asparagus broiled in the oven. Delicious. A little bit of butter, touch of salt.
Oh yeah.
But then
Little
asparagus.
olive oil and salt, butter and salt.
Have you pan fried it? Have you pan fried tender stem broccoli?
Yes.
Yeah.
And what? This wasn't. It wasn't your bag. It wasn't your cup of tea.
Not compared
No,
to
just
broiling. It just made me wish I
Broiling
broiled.
is so much better.
Oh, you're fucking broiling out there with your bloody low-cost electricity. I've got an air fryer. That's all I need now.
I have a gas stove.
Is that what you mean when you say frying pan? You're talking about your air fryer?
Yeah, I just put the frying pan in the air. No, I'm not talking about the fucking air fryer.
Well,
I'm
then why
talking about frying pan.
Then why'd you bring up the air fryer?
Exactly.
Because I thought that would lead on to another conversation.
You're wrong.
I was
Yeah.
wrong, wasn't I?
It was
But hey, fuck it.
It was a
I hosted.
conversation killer. Here, let me show you a couple things here, chat. I love it. I love it so much. Netflix present Elon Musk, an original series. People are getting really creative with these, and I'm loving it.
So what about the oh yeah, you did bring it up. Okay,
Of
cool.
course I did.
Yeah, I loved this one.
Does everyone? I like that they picked an actual actor for it. That made it so much more believable. This is a original roadie. I'm insane and created a new math that I went everywhere and trying to convince everyone of. What's that actor's name?
Fuck.
He created a new mathematics.
Yeah. Not really, but he thinks he did.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it's
That's
not.
Kanye.
It's on that level. It's on a
Is it?
Kanye level of madness. Yeah. Like he went on
It's
the
like a black Nick Cage.
he went on The View, and if you haven't seen those videos of him explaining how his new math works, and all of them, including Sonny Hostin, you know, the premier intellect in the United States right now, nodding along, going, "That's fascinating." It's insane, mad rambling, lady, and you just nodded along to it. What does that tell you?
Terrence Howard.
Thank you, Terrence Howard. He held out for more money. That was smart. They just didn't Don Cheadle your ass.
Right.
Seriously, he held up for more money
It's a verb.
and creative control. He wanted to be able to input into his character. Why didn't you just
He
shut up and
realizes he
take the
was-
huge checks? You realize, I'm sorry?
You're working for Marvel Disney. They don't want your fucking input.
No. Nobody has input.
They're gonna Aunt Viv the fuck out of you, and they
Ah.
did.
Nice.
Damn Aunt Viv. Fucking hell.
Nice reference, Sin. That was, yeah.
Very good.
Why is it they think all black people are interchangeable? I have no idea, but I wouldn't look at it that way. I'd look at
I
why
love
were you
shit
so
like that, where
short-sighted?
they just change out a character and don't even mention it.
No one says anything. Yeah, it's always like that in fucking British soap operas. You just one day, like someone's got a different kid, and no one says anything.
I've seen maybe like half dozen, 10 episodes of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in my life. And luckily I came across the one episode where they did mention it. Where Will Smith actually says in one episode, it's like when Aunt Viv went away for that summer and came back looking completely different. I was like, okay,
I mean, that show was
nice.
remarkably self-aware as well. You know, people are going, "Oh, if we got so much money, how come this room ain't got a roof?" And the camera pans up just to the top of the fucking studio.
Your boy Pat, who has the Tropic Thunder donation. Well, that would be me with Sergeant Lincoln Osiris. I think it's at 450 down there. Spit that shit out. Sergeant Lincoln Osiris, I think it's labeled as down there. And then Disney's premier upcoming event, Ambi. Look at him. He's smiling, Drunkle. He's got a little smile on there.
Because he's smiling. This goat's making bank right now.
Yeah, look how wide apart his eyes are. It's a theme.
Mm.
But-
I liked it. It was good.
Okay, so let me tell you about my day, because I didn't really get to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's been running around all over the place to get back to find out that an update fucked everything up. And by fucked everything up, I mean my mic was screwed. Drunkle and Sin heard it before. No, Sin was out smoking.
No, I heard it. You sounded like either really far away or very, very small.
He was Shrunkle.
Schrunkle.
No, you wouldn't if you heard it.
Tell him.
It only happens with cold water. It's not a pretty
No,
scene.
show him. Show him. Show him. Show him. Show him.
I was in the pool.
We were doing a D&D campaign, and somehow Drunkle got shrunk super tiny.
It was right. It was the final boss of the campaign. We were fighting a dragon, but we had this potion of shrinkage because we had one of growage as well, which that's where Sinatra had the epic sea battle with a giant. It was fucking awesome. We had Big Sin, the barbarian. But we also had a shrunken one. So the idea was for me to attach it to my crossbow and fire it at the dragon, but I rolled a 1 critical fail, which meant I fired it at my feet and I ended up shrunk for the entirety of the final battle. I just went like this.
And that's exactly how I sounded. So long story short, yeah, don't update Windows and don't allow it to update, which is what I did. I left the computer. I came
Colleen
back.
said
And...
he was Smalley Dub.
Evelyn, we missed you last week and Monday. Drunkle got away with far too much.
What the fuck?
Well, without Valine to keep you in line, shit just gets nuts.
Let me not keep me in line.
Yeah, so anyway, I
gonna
uninstalled
listen
and
to a
reinstalled
woman.
a bunch of updates and finally got it going, and I am the frustrate. I didn't even get all the stories in order because of bullshit. Fucking Windows. Isn't it enough you can't buy Activision Blizzard? Fucking $75 billion? This fucking sale's been going on for a fucking year. I'm sick of hearing about it. I don't even fucking play these games. I never played Call of Duty in my life. Why am I having to hear about it all the time? What the fuck? Just pay them their fucking money.
You don't have a phone?
Call of Duty is a fucking mobile game?
Nah,
Yeah.
Blizzard, wasn't it? You guys don't have phones.
No, they do.
That's so stupid.
It is.
I thought that deal was over a fucking year ago.
Over, yeah, but Diablo 4 came out as well the other week, which is annoying because you can't buy it on Steam or anything like that. You have to go through fucking Blizzard, which means you got to sign up for fucking Blizzard, which I don't want to do.
And it might get cut off in the UK. I'm watching Omega on this morning, right? And he's talking about this Activision Blizzard sale not going through. And there's a potential of it not going through in the UK because apparently such a valuable market that they're like, oh, well, the licensing issues are really difficult around the world, but especially in the UK. So we might just have to block access. Not that you couldn't get around that with a VPN, but, people are, getting their knickers in a twist. And
We do love a license, Polly.
yeah. Yeah. And I was like, are you kidding me? This fucking deal's still going on? I heard about that a fucking year ago. All right. In any case, I'd like to do some snooze and get on with the fucking show.
Yeah.
Fuck
Let's
yeah.
do it, yeah.
All right, okay. Excuse me. So thank you to everybody who showed up. Thank you for your patience getting on. If you would like to like the stream, that'd be awesome. You could also go retweet the tweet that I sent out earlier because that helps with the algorithm. Because otherwise, the algorithm just fucks us over. You know what I mean? These guys know what I mean.
Indeed.
All right. Fucking do this thing. Boom. Boom. 2 people have died after a plane crash in the Superstition Mountains.
The Superstition Mountains?
Yes. Why would you read
I mean-
anything into that? What's the problem?
Why would you fly over something called the Superstition Mountains? You're just asking for trouble.
Well, I mean, their flight plan had them going over Death Valley next.
Yeah, you go over the Superstition Mountains, a little detour over Death Valley, just stop by the Bermuda Triangle.
I think that those mountains
like
are
when
lovely, but I still wouldn't fly over them.
It was like when a plot to kill the president was uncovered in Conspiracy, Ohio. It's a town called Conspiracy. I'll be right back.
Oh,
All right.
okay. I thought you were going to continue. Is that an actual story? He was just making shit up, wasn't he, Sam?
I think he was.
Fucking hell. Look, I go and get actual stories. Do you think when a Britman sees a cactus, it's kind of like an Eskimo seeing ground that's not covered in snow? They just can't process it?
I think that's possible.
I don't know. It's too bad he left. We could ask him. Yeah, moving on.
Well, okay, go on.
They don't have cactuses in England.
You got a prickly question?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have cacti in England, right?
I used to have one in a pot when I was a child.
Oh, could you comprehend it?
After a
It's
while.
like a snow globe. They don't have snow there, but you can
No.
understand.
It's yeah. I mean, a snow globe. I spend most of my time contemplating the orb.
Nice. Nice. I don't want that meme to go away. I loved it. It was great. Did you ever see him when he had big, huge orb tits and he was just staring at him? Contemplating my
He
orbs?
wasn't staring. Yeah, he was contemplating.
Yeah, exactly. He was just contemplating them intently. It was just... We probably should dive
How much?
What?
How much does this photo look like it was taken from Grand Theft Auto 5?
A lot?
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean,
Does
it was
it?
rhetorical. I wasn't expecting like an actual unit of measurement there. Like, oh yeah, 7.
Oh, wow. I was positive that was going to be Superstition Mountain's Getty, but it's not. It's original to this fucking news station in Tucson. I'm kidding. In Tucson.
Tuscan. I'm with Sin on this. Why on earth would you fly over something called Superstition Mountains?
Because you're tempting fate.
There's a little gremlin on the wing.
Yeah,
Just seems like a bad call.
But
Yeah.
the man was a fate tempter. He actually did have a plane called Fuck Fate. I mean, that's a little
Really?
ostentatious of him, don't you think?
He was asking for it.
Fuck Fate to
Okay,
Radio
wait,
Tower.
wait.
Fuck Fate to Radio Tower. Come in, please. And everyone in the
We got to
radio...
stop off to refuel at Plane Crash Island.
All right, we're going to move on here. Gas station clerk fatally shoots customer after heated exchange over a pack of beef jerky.
Mm.
Well, look at that jaw.
You know what?
Yeah,
He
I
needed to
I
be...
love beef jerky. Yeah.
I understand. I completely understand. Beef jerky is far too goddamn expensive.
It's good stuff. I've got fucking getting some chili infused stuff is my favorite at the moment. Some good beef jerky, quality.
Have I ever told you how I wanted to become the jerk master?
I think I've told you many times. You already are in my heart.
I think you have mentioned this.
I just, well, then why doesn't Drunkle remember?
I do.
Because he's retarded.
Oh,
I am.
that's a fair
Yeah,
point.
exactly.
Got
Okay.
a license for it.
Well, I mean, I continue on to want to be the beef and turkey and fish jerky master. I did go looking up, see if there were any new options on Amazon for dehydrators. Yeah, like a month ago? There's nothing. You either buy the cheap crap that will break immediately and not really work very well at all for under $100, or you pay like $600 and get a stainless steel monster that's meant for a restaurant.
Mm.
That's
But it's an
it.
investment.
Yeah, it's not
pot.
really something they want people, like just people doing.
That's
Yeah,
what
they
I'm
don't want people
saying.
jerking at home.
That's right. They don't want people jerking in their own homes.
It's a conspiracy, isn't it? It's big jerky.
Have you ever bought a small little bag of fucking beef jerky from 7-Eleven? You know how much it costs?
$8.
Yeah. I could make it for so much cheaper. And the idea is that you go to the butcher and get the cheapest cuts of beef that you possibly can. Because it just doesn't matter. You marinate the hell out of them, let them get all tender, and then jerk them.
We're adults.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
A gas station clerk allegedly kicked his customer out of his store, aimed a pistol at his forehead through the locked door,
Jesus.
and fired a shot through the fucking glass, striking him in the forehead and killing him over a pack of beef jerky.
See, I thought it went I was going the other way with it. Like the customer is fucking robbing the guy for beef jerky.
Uh-huh.
Beef jerky prices are too damn high, and he's I got a fucking family to feed. I can't get these. I need the protein, man. But it was actually the other way around.
Yeah. Moad Mohammed Al Raham faces charges
His
of...
British name.
fit right in the middle of East London. No, South London, right?
I just London in general, really.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm tired of
you
it.
want
I come from
Londinium,
London,
yeah?
the massive metro megaplex of fucking Judge Dredd. And a place just goes on for fucking ever. You can actually say I'm from the central part of southeast London, and that makes sense. That's a thing.
It's like saying you're from Africa, or referring to a British accent.
Yeah, fair enough. What a
okay.
Lilliputians got to do with Darbyites?
Darbonians.
Darbonians.
Huh.
Prosecutors say the clerk became agitated when the customer pocketed the jerky and took matters into his own
Yeah,
hands.
don't steal shit.
Well, yeah,
He's stealing the jerky. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Don't steal shit. I don't really think that means you got a gunshot to the forehead coming.
He's a bit much.
Generally, no. But
I don't know. I don't trust Mohammed Mahim El Gamham with his decisions on self-defense because you were in between him and a locked door. What did,
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're wrong. There's just probably something else happened in there.
Maybe. C. Thomas, thank you for the $. Sorry, Polly. Drunkle and his Wikipedia-sized porn star knowledge means he is the jerk master. Conceded?
Ah! Brilliant.
I am happy to concede the point. Drunkle or jerk master, over here, can be turned into jerky ass Bergamot at any time you want with a $25 donation down there for the Goku banger. It slipped my mind there for a second. And don't ignore that Slaughter of the Savages at $23. You want to talk about battle scenes, epic battle scenes where the Savages are catching what they rightly deserve and it doesn't cost you over $100? Come on. That's where it's at.
Well, how much would it cost me?
$23.
$23
Mhm.
for fucking something that, you know, from a clip from 301, 300 harder.
Not just a clip, an edited clip.
An edited clip, ably edited by fuzzy little paws.
That's right. You know, it's amazing how many times you call me fucking trying to get audio clips of that donation I'm building. You called me a fuzzy-faced prick twice in this one stream, like 100 streams ago. Like, and I had to get clips of that, you know. I just okay.
I'll do it for you live.
You can ask me to call you anything. I'll do it.
Yeah, your friends. Just send me a fucking message. I got your back. You know? I'll put on an accent.
You're not right now?
Of course I am. Yeah, obviously I'm normally American, and it is Flag Day, so maybe I will be American.
That's right. It is.
Flag.
Yeah.
Flag Day.
Emphasis on the L.
Yeah. Right here on the 14th.
I got your flag right here. Okay. Prosecutors say the clerk became enraged when the customer pocketed some jerky. Taking it out of the man's pocket and putting it back on the shelf. When the customer tried to pay for it, the clerk refused to accept his money. Get out! Get out of my store! It all happened in the pre-dawn hours. Well, that's not surprising.
Do you think he had like a cool one, like when he shot
Seems
the
to
guy
be
in the head? Do you think there was like a cool, like, fucking, get out of my shop! Do not come again.
Yeah. That's good. That's pretty fucking good. I'm trying to think.
Clean up in aisle 2.
That's on the sidewalk outside at the very least. Is it morbid to show the spider-webbed glass right there? Yeah, this is where this guy shot this guy right through. We can't show bodies on Law and Crime, but we can certainly show the glass they were created through. When the customer tried to pay for it, he refused to accept his money. All this happened pre-dawn hours. The clerk, Mohed Mohammed El Graham, 40, is charged with first-degree murder and a felony firearm violation for the killing of an unarmed Anthony McNary, 25. They're dispatched.
I mean, he was going to pay for the jerky as well. Like, how would this guy react if someone came in and just like... Because I've been in shops before. Like, you know, my mate picked up a fucking, a can of soda. And he opened it then and there because he was proper dehydrated. He started drinking it. He paid for it. He took it to the counter and paid for it, but he was already drinking it. He could have been killed.
Well, that's a little bit different. Like, this dude just put it in his pocket and probably try to walk out.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something we're not being told here.
I think it turned into an extended argument because Mohammed here reached in and yanked it out of his pocket and slammed it on the counter and said, get the fuck out. And I think that's where it turned into an altercation where tempers got riled, feathers got ruffled, danders got up.
Said. Danders, he said.
Like that one? Yeah.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
And, you know, this guy wasn't going to back down because I've got a gun and I can, you know, I get the last word.
Don't forget your change.
I want to share gospel. It says we need a exploding whale. There is no more exploding whale. Thank you, YouTube. And the miserable sons of bitches that bought that particular video. Yes, that's right. It's not theirs originally. They bought it and have gone around copyright striking everybody, including me. And so I got a copyright strike on my channel now. Yay! 2 more and I'm gone, everyone.
This is the only footage out there of a whale corpse exploding?
No, I mean, I could do another one, but it's like, do I really want to go
You
back?
should.
They soured me, Drunkle. You know what I mean? They just...
Yeah,
I mean, and it doesn't have the spilling guts. And the only reason that they are so protective of it is because they paid all this kind of money for it and want to monetize it now. And it's like, right, if you wanted to monetize it, why didn't you copyright claim it? You don't get any money for striking, but you do for claiming. Clearly, you're retards.
I think they are retards, but it's also a power play, probably.
Oh, yeah, it's a flex. It's a flex.
I think they're just jealous of you, Polly.
Yeah, I mean, I have more subs
Clearly.
in their channel.
Hmm.
But that's the joke, right? It's like you've got this video with like 3 million views on it because it's an exploding whale. Not as expertly edited as mine, mind you. The view from mine is better because I stabilized the entire shot artificially in Vegas, and it took a long time to do. Theirs is all shaky as
Never
shit.
mentioned that before.
It
It
took so long to do, Drunkle. I'm never going to let it go, okay? What? I'm proud. Fuck you. What the hell?
During Jurassic June, now is not the time for any kind of pride, Polly.
Shall I find you another Gospel Says? Yeah. I mean, I went looking for another one, and I couldn't find it. But, you know, in the meantime, down there is Steve Rogers destroying everybody in an elevator. Also expertly edited, Drunkle.
Okay.
Now you're making me...
Did you stabilize it?
You've
though?
made me
No?
defensive.
Oh, you
No, I didn't stabilize it, but I did add extra sound effects. It's Captain America now with more Indiana Jones than before, because all the sound effects have been layered over with the Indiana Jones punching sound effect collection. Yeah.
First time you mentioned that as well.
Yeah. All right, so anyway, this guy's going to fucking jail for a long, long time. The killing came less than a month after a similar incident over a $4 charge. Remember that one?
I do.
The guy on his debit card
Yeah,
wouldn't
we
let it
killed
go
like
through.
3
and
people.
yeah, I'm going to kill everyone in the store unless you let me out of here. And the clerk said, no. And so he killed the 3 people. Jesus. Moving along. Here come the de-influencers.
Isn't that us?
God damn.
Not the photo, but like, we're the de-influencers. I mean, I guess I'd be the headphones.
I was talking to somebody the other day. They thought the entire time we were doing AAA, we had cameras on and we could see each other in Discord.
Yeah, if I mentioned, they say, so what do you do? Actually, when people ask me that, I say I'm a cleaner. It's just easier. But people who know about the show, they don't know what the show is with the name of. But they know that I do it. They all think I'm showing my face. And
I just tell people I do broadcasting.
Don't they ask where? Over what waves?
Yeah.
What's your radio station?
Yeah, I just say I'm on the internet.
I'm on the internet.
What radio station was AAA FM with Honker and the Waffle?
Riding you into work with a great fun time and nonstop play music, except when we cut in and talk with these ridiculous voices and slide whistles. Fuck, I hate the mindless disc jockey shit. I hate it so much. All right. The de-influencers. These people are claiming that don't pay the titty streamers. They're trying to sell you makeup that's overpriced, moisturizers that are overpriced. That moisturizer is not going to make you look like them or give you the fucking yoga butt that's made with the liquefy function in Photoshop anyway. Don't fall for the scam. They dress down, they're real simple, whatever. But the irony of it that nobody realizes is that these so-called de-influencers are getting influence in huge TikTok accounts. I'm not going to take you through the whole article because it just goes on and on, so I'll just summarize it. They have like millions of TikTok followers and, et cetera, and they're all up on Instagram and so on. And it's a play in the opposite direction. Instead of going super made up with their yoga panted butt, up in the camera, they're just wearing like chill clothes at home or whatever. And they are selling you things. They're just cheaper things. Why buy this moisturizer that this idiot is selling you? Because like designer moisturizer made by Gwyneth Paltrow out of this special tree that's only grown on this one hill in this one place.
Yeah.
You know, goop crap, right?
Smells like badge.
Exactly. You know, and will give you enlightenment somehow. Because it's $90 for this tiny little 50 milliliter tube. No, buy general moisturizer, especially from my streaming partner, so and so, and they pitch a fucking somebody that they've partnered with that sells a cheaper item. It's like,
Okay.
wait, this is
That's still influencing though.
it
It's not
is. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
It's you're
de-influencing to just be like, this product's shit.
Yeah,
that's
don't buy this.
don't buy this, buy this. They're offering cheaper options, but at a lower level. And I'm going to dress, you know, down, comfortable, frumpy, at home, chill, whatever the fuck, and not go through this trouble. And yeah, I won't get their 8 million subs. I'll only get 2 million subs, but whatever. And this is reminding me all very much of Rick's line from Casablanca. I don't mind a parasite. I object to a cut rate one.
I was going to say it should remind you of my take on the manliest donation ever, which is $1 less than yours.
Well, that's exactly what he does.
You are a cut rate parasite, Sinatra. Holy
These
shit.
people are
You're
jocking my fucking style, man.
You're a cut rate parasite.
I never worry about people ripping some idea off that I've come up with because it's like, oh, there's plenty more where those came from. I'm not going to worry about that. It's a compliment. I mean, did anyone
to be fair,
did anyone expect Pennywise back rub to be coming down the pipe? No, and there's plenty more
No, that
nightmares
was-
where that came from. I'm not a
Why
well
would
man.
that
I
is
won.
ridiculous. And
Why would
I went
anyone?
way too far on that donation. I shouldn't have made that.
You should
But-
know. I know. You really shouldn't have. I'm
But that's the
forever-
thing, though, is like I did the one, and I could have sworn you saw this other one, but it's the thing. It's one time, and then it's gone forever.
Shut up, you cut rate parasite.
Yeah. See, Thomas, thank you for the. Okay, wait, hold on. You just gave me an idea, and I need to. Hold on.
So
Sorry, I just
about
had to make a note for
Tender
myself.
Stems
I
fry-
just-
okay.
Okay. So, Tender Stem. Thank you, C. Thomas, for the $1. Is a de-influencer like a demotivator, but just like your average female comic, meaning not funny at all? I would wager that these people aren't funny at all. Yes. Especially when
Oh,
CNN
man.
is covering them and doing interviews with them. I thought YouTuber was a cringy term. TikToker? That's even worse. It's worse.
yeah, it's just,
Yeah.
you can't just stick ER on the end of a word and say that's a job.
Has anyone ever said Instagrammer? IGer?
Well, I think that's where you get the influencer term from.
Mm.
It's from Instagram
Influencer
first, I
generally
agree.
means-
Yeah.
Yeah, I think influencer means someone who wants to eat at a restaurant for free.
What?
Because they'll always like, I run a very popular Instagram
Oh,
page
yeah.
with over 7 followers.
Yeah. Don't you want me to review your restaurant for you? And here's what I expect.
Yeah.
They give them an actual rider. I thought you were going in the direction of a meal, a succulent Chinese meal.
For some reason, that popped into my head yesterday. I was just doing a little house work. I was just vacuuming, going, a succulent Chinese meal.
Hold on. I got to make another note for myself. Just give
Get your hands off Mike Johnson.
Chinese meal.
Sin is a dono parasite. No, Sin is a dono entrepreneur.
A parasitical one.
Cut rate.
Yeah, cut rate
Entrepreneur.
parasitical entrepreneur. Fine. I'll tack that word on the end if you want.
Yeah.
I mean,
Makes a difference.
we're being mean. Because Sinatra was a parasite, he'd have like 4 or 5 Otter Oh, wait a minute.
Well, to be fair,
yeah.
those have been around before you were.
Yeah, I know.
He would he'd have a Game of Thrones donation for $1. Oh wait.
Yeah, no, I own that one.
He would have a No Square song for no.
Does he?
A better one.
It's not
Holy
better.
shit, you have a No Square donations in?
Yeah, 2501. It's the better version.
Mine's just 25, I think.
I wish we did have our
saying
cameras
that.
on because you'd see my jaw actually hanging open. Dems was jokes and Sin's like, no, I'm a parasite. Yeah.
No, yeah, you legit is. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, I have a better no square one.
That's not better. I got the
It
original.
is.
I paid
well,
a lot of money for that one.
Let somebody, if they feel
See you
like
later,
it,
TC.
let 'em
We'll
show.
put them back to back. We'll do them back to back.
All right, moving along.
I forget what mine is. Well, maybe it's 15.
Gospel and just another guy who mentioned it before. You have a package in DMs, and yeah, I said that go check out the AAA, whatever the fuck, for things that were with the stuff, and I'll look into it. Yes. That made sense in my head. It's fine. Okay, look. French archaeologists decry the loss of a 7,000-year-old standing stones on a site that was destroyed to make way for a do-it-yourself store. They wrecked French Stonehenge for a fucking Michaels, man.
What the fuck? It's just rocks.
It's just rocks.
No, you could say that of Stonehenge, fool.
I
Yeah,
do.
but this isn't
Oh.
Stonehenge. This is rocks.
Fuck Stonehenge.
Really?
These looks like they were
Yeah.
just rolled there.
Rocks?
And then stood up, and then they're just like, I made a thing.
You get,
It's,
they're big, man.
Stonehenge
You
is
don't just.
whack. Yeah, rocks are big. Well, I'm Polly with the news.
These don't look that big.
They're
This is
huge.
taken at a
far away.
downward angle. These things are probably like 3 feet tall.
That's a bonsai tree right there.
Okay,
Yeah.
what other world
It's moss
UNESCO
on the
treasures
ground,
would you
it's
like
not
to see
grass.
destroyed? Like, fuck the pyramids, let's explode them before the
fuck the
Muslims get
pyramids.
around to it?
Well,
the
to be
Sphinx.
fair, I've never heard of French. Like they even have to call it French Stonehenge.
I mean,
It's nothing.
Yeah.
admittedly, that's not the
It's
best
a-
marketing
It's a
tactic. I got.
cut-rate parasite. That's what it is.
I don't know.
I'll make a better Stonehenge.
I happen to like
Yeah.
mossy eggstone.
Nah, fuck it. The DIY store is going to be more useful than what was previously there. Like, who gives a shit? At least with Stonehenge, on the solstice, a load of fucking wanky hippies go and fucking, get out of everyone's way for an evening by smoking weed at Stonehenge, get an enlightenment there or something.
Well, how do
Yeah.
you know that
Stonehenge,
that Frenchmen weren't rolling bad seedweed joints and partying down here?
Because I don't
the
see
French
them.
don't have fun.
No. Do you see anyone wearing a beret and a black and white top with a moustache and a baguette and a white flag?
Jesus. No,
Fuck
I
French
don't.
Stonehenge.
Yeah, all right. The French don't have fun. All right, let's just move on. I was surprised. I thought people were going to be like, well, why the fuck would you destroy something ancient like that? It's like, that ain't ancient. Those rocks grew like that. Okay.
Yeah, they did.
Right.
But did they destroy it, or did they just simply relocate the rocks?
For Christ's sake, Drunkle, you could describe a stone skyscraper as just replacing rocks.
I think you're
No, and I will.
reading too far into his question.
Look, they didn't just fucking blow up the rocks or fucking.
Did they get like a
chisel them
bunch of
down into dust?
prisoners in fucking black and white striped clothing with sledgehammers?
I mean, black and white striped clothing is just a Frenchman.
Is this
Yeah,
for?
did
Are you
they-
talking about for moving the rocks out or moving them in?
Just breaking them down.
Oh yeah, I'm certain they
loaded,
brought
didn't
in prisoner work for this. I mean, it is a socialist government over there. Yeah, it makes sense. Sure.
I mean, they just pushed them over, rolled them down a hill. They didn't fucking destroy the rocks or nothing.
If they
Too
rolled
much
them
work.
down a hill, that means ancient people 7,000 years ago rolled them up the hill to put them there, and that doesn't impress you?
No,
Or the hill was on the other side.
it did nothing.
All right, we're gonna move on.
I don't give a shit about Chris Santenge.
I saw your boy Pat with that chat. That was good. See, now that's good marketing. Don't call it French Stonehenge. That's just a fail. Speaking of things not to call things, because you look like an idiot when you do. Time Magazine ran with this cover article. How Ukraine's dam collapse could become the country's Chernobyl.
You mean Russia's dam collapse?
Wait, where was?
Chernobyl? There's the question. Where was Chernobyl?
Yeah,
In-
Belarus.
Ukraine.
it was Ukraine.
Yeah. Ukraine already had a Chernobyl. It happened in Chernobyl.
Whereas in the photo, they're clearly in Venice.
See you, Festonia. Have a good day. I had to go back onto the Wayback Machine to get this because holy shit, did this like explode online? Your Time magazine, you're the ultimate photographic journalistic magazine of awesome record, and we're completely unbiased and objective here. Never mind the 7 or 8 Trump covers that we've ran. And yeah, they somehow they don't need editors is taken to a whole new level where they're not just spelling and grammar mistakes and punctuation problems here and there. They actually failed to type Chernobyl into Google to realize that it was in the same country they were talking about.
Yeah.
Highly paid journalists. And so now they changed it. How Ukraine's dam collapse could have generational consequences.
That's
They
better.
didn't even try to fix it to include Chernobyl.
Not at all. This could be a second Chernobyl, something like that, right? Just to, no, we're just going to drop it and change text in the story that connected it to Chernobyl, removed the person who said it was, yeah, this is going to be like Chernobyl all over again. And then some asshole put that headline on there. So this is what's running at Time Magazine now. You have to go over to the Wayback Machine to find this one. And, people personally timestamp things over at Wayback Machine. Yeah, this article's been like located there hundreds and hundreds of times. It's hilarious.
Why'd they change the photo? Because he's not
That's a good
Ukrainian.
They realized it was a picture from Venice that was completely unrelated to anything. It's like somebody watched Chernobyl. Is that a movie?
It's
a
a
series.
mini series.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the dumb question. Is it about the meltdown?
Yeah, it's a pretty good series. It was HBO did it.
No spoilers.
No, but it's a pretty good series.
All right. Well, I mean, it's got a limited shelf life, though, right? I mean,
Half-Life, I think, is.
season 5 of Chernobyl. Their grandchildren
No,
have
it
bone
was just like
cancer.
5 episodes or something like that.
Okay. All right. Report. Mother-daughter dismember and attempt to burn grill grandmother's body.
I think you already did this.
No.
I did it.
No, you did.
No, you didn't. Did you?
I
This
did.
was a different
Yes.
body grilling.
No, it was this one.
How many?
Do you
did
recognize these mugshots? I read through it because I remember the grilling came up already, and the details don't seem the same. Are you sure?
It's
Yep.
not all that rare.
Oh,
Oh, well done.
Jesus. Don't get saucy. Now, all right, I'll take your word for it. I really think this is different. Okay, all right. All right, woman who was declared dead knocks on her coffin at her funeral. Drunk will remove it for Monday.
Monday.
Yeah.
God damn it. This was actually, I said earlier that I had a funeral-based article. This was it.
And I knew at that moment, I'm like, oh,
did
yeah,
know.
I'm going to be able to disappoint Drunkle. Yeah.
Cut rate parasite.
God damn it.
You too, Sin?
Yes.
Hell yeah, double. Oh, fuck yes.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm fucking like shitting up the show. I have to mute every 5 seconds to hack up a fucking lung.
You have an upper bronchial infection, man. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah. The Ecuadorian government, after protecting Julian Assange, is now investigating the hospital where the former nurse Bella Montoya have been treated before her wake. You know, the wake where she woke up?
Oh. Oh, very good.
Funerals are often more sad than not. A sad and somber affair. What? Well, okay, if you'd put a
More
comma
often
there.
than not. Right?
Yeah. Funerals are often more. Funerals are more often than not a sad and somber affair. Sombre affair.
Sombre. Yeah. This is
Sombre.
a Mexican word.
Sombrero?
That's right. Everyone wears sombreros at Ecuadorian funerals. You didn't know? It's like black armbands in Italy.
Or red armbands in Germany.
Oh boy.
Uh-huh. However, Awake in Ecuador took on an unexpected turn when a woman who had been declared dead started knocking on her coffin to reveal she was still very much alive. The bizarre incident took place in central city of Babahoyo?
Baba
Sounds
Yaga.
about right.
Yeah.
This sounds like the kind of place where that would happen.
Babahoyo. Was prompted by a government. Has prompted a government, period, investigation into the hospital where Bella Montoya was treated.
My name is Bella
Hello,
Montoya.
my
You
name is
killed
Bella
my
Montoya.
brother.
Yeah, that's just holy shit. Okay, anyway. Miss Montoya, a 76-year-old former nurse, was lifted out of her coffin and rushed back to the hospital. She... I'm sorry, just... we don't have video. And I understand why people don't...
You don't want video.
No.
I get why people don't take, selfie videos at funerals, like, with the body behind them going, look up a casket, y'all. I get it. But,
Chilling with grandma.
but I mean, imagine the comedic awesomeness that could have resulted. It was just like, oh, look, here with my great aunt once removed Bella Montoya, and all of a sudden Bella sits up in the background. And the person screams, bloody hell, and he goes running. It'd be hilarious. Like,
It's not often someone gets to attend their own funeral, is it? Like, is she fucking
that's a good
sat
point.
bolt upright at a fucking 90-degree angle in her casket and just be like, fucking smoked salmon for a spread? Come on. No one wanted to spend some money? She gets to hear all the fucking you googlies as well.
Oh, what?
The you googlies.
I don't understand. Like, it happens in science fiction a lot, right? Where, why, we thought Mr. Spock was dead. Well, actually, Vulcans are able to reduce their metabolic processes to the point of only 1 heartbeat per minute, simulating death. Like, that kind of thing. Comes up in sci-fi all the time. How do you
Yeah,
do
it's
that
a-
with...
Like
that's a
releasing
trope.
too much air out of a balloon.
What was that, Sin?
It's an old trope.
Yeah, and it works well when
I
written
took this.
well. But,
I took this vitamin that makes my heart beat so slowly.
yeah, it's, oh, we checked this guy's body. You were dead. It's like, no, I learned this Tibetan meditation technique where I can slow my heart rate. How did it happen with this woman? How did
It's just
the person putting makeup on the corpse not realize that the corpse was fucking breathing?
shallow
Yeah.
breaths.
This one's a bit warm.
Yeah. It's a good thing they didn't start pumping her full of fucking formaldehyde. Then she would have
Ooh,
bolted
yeah,
up.
Fucking hell. Ooh. No, the autopsy was awkward.
Have you ever seen a T incision for a
I
Oh,
think it's
dude.
exactly,
Oof.
a Y incision.
Y incision? Thank you,
Yeah.
not T-Y.
Those are
Like the person is,
yikes.
opened right up, right? Yeah, it's a damn good thing they didn't start a fucking autopsy. For Christ's sake. Sometimes they take the brain out and weigh it.
It opened up like a fucking IKEA box.
Busy week? Yeah, possibly, I guess. There were about 20 of us there, about 5 hours of the wake. The coffin started to make sounds. My mum was wrapped in sheets and hitting the coffin. When we approached, we could see that she was breathing heavily, but not up until then.
I'd be breathing heavily if I woke up in a fucking coffin as well.
She had been in intensive care in the local hospital in Babahoyo. Well, the ministry investigates the doctors involved in her case, and I'm sure they're highly skilled people.
Yeah, obviously.
I mean, you hear about Americans trying to get away from healthcare costs, flying down to other countries. Don't go to fucking Ecuador.
I mean, why would you do that?
Insurance?
Why would you
Yeah,
leave
but
the
they don't even know when you die.
That's what I'm saying. But maybe you didn't know that before now, right? You're going like, oh, it's one of those countries down there where they have surprisingly good healthcare, like the expensive areas of Mexico. Well, yeah, Mexico's got lots of billionaires. It's an extremely poorly run country. It's corrupt as fuck. You can get extremely high-end healthcare, though.
Everybody out here should just realize that Polly's doing the Lord's work, giving you these PSAs.
It is a poorly run country. Wait, you want me to pretend they don't have a fucking drug cartel that's paying off the government to let them continue on?
No, you're right, but I know some of these animals will be like, I'm going to go get some work done in El Salvador.
Well, you know what the problem is with going down there to get work done? You could be snatched up and held for
Salvadorians?
ransom and then turn up dead anyway.
Yeah. coming back is the issue.
Yeah. It could work out. It also could not. You're definitely rolling the dice. Sure, it's a possibility of high-end healthcare awaiting you, and also, ransom, kidnapping, and death. Just saying.
In that order.
She was declared dead, and when she didn't respond to resuscitation. Yeah, I think the doctors called it a little early.
Yeah, like the football was on.
Yeah. Huh?
Come on.
Moving along.
My beer's getting warm.
Yeah, enough of this crap. Let's move on.
Call it. Let's go. Fuck it.
Florida police officer drives off after he stopped for speeding.
Huh.
Do you?
That's what you do, though, isn't it? You get stopped for speeding, then you drive off afterwards.
Well, he gets stopped, and they ask him, hey, how fast you were going?
Do you know how fast you were going?
Yeah, and he's like,
He said bye.
yeah, he's like, fuck yeah, I do. Is that why the fuck you pulled me over? They thought that I was pulling him over because it's like, detective, we saw you driving by, and we need your help with this investigation. He's like, well, okay, yeah. And then it's like, no, you were speeding, and he just sped away.
Do you think it was, they tap on the window and he winds it down and says, is there a problem, colleague?
My point here is that this is just, do you think cops get a lot of speeding tickets? No, they don't, and neither does their family. You should read into that.
Yeah. You get that FOP card?
Yeah.
Friends of police?
Fraternal order, but yeah.
I donated to the policeman's ball last year, and the only people who ever do that are people that are part of the Fraternal Order of Police.
Yeah, it's just, don't you know who I am?
Dude, I donated once when I was like 21, and they still fucking call me.
They call you?
Yeah.
God damn.
It's been like 10 years.
What happens at a policeman's ball? It's where the pee is stored.
Did that sound good in your head?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I got the joke. That was good. But,
Yeah.
Okay. The family's items turned blue after removed from rented moving truck.
Was two of the items
Why?
hands?
That's the mystery. Imagine renting a truck, putting all your shit in it, you take it out, and it's all turned blue.
It's blue.
Yeah. And it wasn't blue to begin with, of course.
No, yeah, I assumed, yeah.
It's,
Otherwise, the article would just be like, everything was fine.
now, my favorite line of the whole story is just like, why? Oh, who the fuck cares? What kills me is it's definitely devastating and uprooting our whole lives. Because your shit turned blue?
I mean, that's all their stuff.
Yeah, but it comes off and sue.
Yeah, it comes off, but then you're going to have to sit there and scrub
Would-
everything.
Yeah, I mean, not fun. It's a major pain in the ass. A reason to totally fucking sue. Yeah, all those things. Devastating and
Oh, you're
uprooting.
definitely suing.
Yeah, of course. I'm not saying don't sue. I
Well,
suggest
does
you
it
do.
say it can? Does it say it comes off? Because it could just be ruined shit.
Here it is coming off.
Oh, never mind.
Pictures taken from the day shows movers covered in what looks like blue paint. The Hefners
Well, now...
said the substance only turned out when water or sweat came into contact with it. That's the weird part. It's like the fingerprint dusting stuff.
Well, now their living room has a theme.
Yeah, that's the odd part. Okay, so everything looks normal until they move it, and then, yeah. That's
Yeah.
it.
And that theme is Enchantment Under the Sea.
Okay, you want to talk about lack of free speech? Malaysia asks Interpol to help track down comedian
Why?
because her joke was, not approved.
Oh. No, it was about that the Malaysian airline plane.
Yeah, the disappearing. Remember
Which,
the flight that Don
Yeah.
Lemon reported may have disappeared into a black hole?
I do.
Yeah, that one.
It's amazing, isn't it? They can track down a comedian, but they can't keep track of their own fucking
Yeah.
airplanes, can they?
And they do go through great efforts. Jocelyn Chia, a U.S. national who grew up in Singapore, is being investigated under Malaysian laws on indictment of offensive online content. Oh my God. Countries are reaching out with some weird shit, man. Like her joke posted online last week prompted an official protest from Malaysia and an apology from Singapore. The flight went missing off from Kuala Lumpur. Don't read anything into that. Despite a 4-year search in the Indian Ocean, the main body of the plane, etc., etc.
They check the Superstition Mountains.
Interpol has not responded to questions from the BBC on whether or not it would act on the request of the assistance of Malaysian police. Online's getting to be a very weird place. I mean,
Yeah.
Sin, can you imagine, like, I don't know, a foreign country asking for your extradition and they're going for the international police services like Interpol to help track you down because you cracked a joke?
What I don't understand about this more than anything is that the headline says comedian, but the photo shows a woman.
That's a trans man.
Ah.
I can only assume. Moving along.
Yep. Okay.
Woman forced to cancel August wedding due to ongoing court delays. What delays, you might ask?
I do. What delays?
A couple's uncontested divorce is taking so long in court that it's interfering with the soon-to-be ex-wife's next wedding.
She's not divorced yet.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Because of COVID backlogs and paperwork.
Uh-huh.
That's efficiency, though, isn't it? Like, if she's going straight from one marriage to another, she's not even having a day in between.
It's been like
If they're blaming COVID, I'm sure it's like 3 years old.
That's what I mean. Like she had a chance to like get angry with, have an argument with, go back to mother's over, couch surfing with your friends, meeting a new guy online, telling your husband you want a legal separation, meeting some new dude, him meeting some new lady, agreement to divorce, planning a wedding, ordering the flowers, getting your wedding dress, and they still haven't processed the paperwork yet.
Bastards.
Bastards.
Well, I mean, divorce is too easy, in my opinion.
And what would you prefer?
Do you remember this is in Toronto. This is in Canada where they make fucking suicide easy peasy, 1, 2, 3, and you're done. But a divorce, well, not so much because that requires work from us.
A duel?
It should be a total hassle to do because marriage is meant to be for life. So in order to get out of it, it should be difficult.
Yeah, but not impossible.
No, not impossible. No, but I mean, it was unrelated, really. It was just because.
I agree.
I'm going through some stuff.
It shouldn't be simple as shit. Like we went online. You don't even have to go down to the courthouse anymore, and just fill out this PDF document.
Yeah.
And you're done.
Change your relationship status on Facebook and
right.
Boom,
no, I don't think it should be that easy.
It's complicated.
Okay, Drunko, which irks you worse? A super rapid
French Stonehenge.
I haven't given the options yet.
I still pick French Stonehenge.
Do you know how many newlywed couples go to French Stonehenge for the honeymoons?
3?
Oh, yeah.
3?
All
none,
4,
as far as I know.
4, maybe.
Honey, we're
It's
going to
just 'cause it's on the
Stonehenge.
way
I've
to-
always wanted to see the UK. No, France.
We need to talk.
Which irks you worse? The quickie divorce that you can do by submitting a PDF where you've just filled in the fields, or drive-through wedding chapels in Las Vegas?
I feel as though they're connected somehow.
By a blatant disrespect for the institution of marriage, I agree, but
Yeah, I just think one leads to the other. And
do you think people that get married at wedding chapels in Las Vegas that you drive through are more likely to use the PDF method of divorce?
yeah,
Yeah, I don't think that's a
the
tough
thing
guess.
is, you might as well have fucking drive-through divorces as well at that point, And what's the etiquette around it as well? Do you have to turn your engine off?
That's a good question. You roll up with a big diesel truck and you can't hear the, Vegas impersonator priest from inside the window yelling, "Do you take this individual, I can't tell from here, to be your lawfully wedded partner?"
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may roll coal.
Moving along. Traverse City is the cocaine capital of the U.S., according to study. Grand Rapids is ranked as being... really?
You've got a place called Traverse City, and it's not based in a cyberpunk game?
Do you say it like that? Traverse, not traverse?
Yeah, Trevor. Actually, I don't know.
See, now I don't.
I love
either.
the honesty. I said, wait, hold on. I'm not certain anymore now that I've said it out loud. Fair enough. Yeah,
He's got it in my head.
Michigan's Traverse City is a tourist town primarily known as the cherry capital of the world, but a recent study made it realize that no, Coke. Fucking Coke.
Just Coke, yeah.
Yeah. According to the online sports betting guide, which named Michigan's Traverse City and Grand Rapids as among the 10 wildest cities in America, ranking number 3 and number 10 respectively, to come up with the rankings that analyze cities that have factors including prevalence of casinos, strip clubs, cannabis use, and cocaine. The authors say that it also cited the country's healthy rankings for self-reported binge drinking and heavy drinking, among others.
Nice.
Yeah. Are you guys certain the ease of cocaine access? Because I just looked it up, like Michigan, like it's where it is, close to the border with another country.
Yeah.
Midwest, hub city. It's like finding drugs in Tijuana. Who would have thought?
Not exactly conspiratorial, is it? It's just...
Well, no, but I just...
It's perfectly viable, really.
Oh, Valine looked it up. It is Traverse. Russian ships collide after captain gets drunk, surprising no one.
That is the most Russian story.
I got nothing other than the headline, because what else do you need? It's
nothing.
Russian oil tankers. These aren't cruise ships.
I don't think there's such thing as a Russian cruise ship.
You know what? Now that you pointed out, I can see the point. I think everyone assumed oil tanker, didn't they? Holy shit. What did I want to move? Okay, yeah, here we go. Man arrested in Nevada accused of stealing backhoe driving to an airport to catch flight. I appreciate this.
Like, he really dug himself a hole there.
If I was the judge or the prosecutor or whatever, I would downgrade the charges as much as I could to attempted joyriding or something. Like the lowest possible charge. You stole a backhoe and drove down the highway to the airport, parked it. Fuck, man. I wouldn't want to encourage anyone, so I wouldn't make a big deal out of it, but I'm going to try and let you off with the lowest fucking charge I can. This is commitment. I have never wanted to catch a flight that badly.
It was an important flight. He had to get back for his divorce. That's fucking incredible.
Yeah, I mean, those things don't move fast, Uncle. He didn't care. He moved faster than he could run, and that was his calculation. And so, I'm going to steal it.
Yeah, cheaper than an Uber. Phenomenal.
Elizabeth Holmes says she can't pay the $250 a month in restitution after she's released from prison. Now,
for what?
Elizabeth Holmes, the mega super fucking fraudster, from Theranos.
Yes.
Right? Notice she doesn't have black hair or speak with that manly voice anymore after she's been,
Take the money.
Take the money. It was a huge fraud. And she, in restitution, was hit up with $453 million. $453 million in restitution. $250 a month is how she was going to pay it for the next 150,000 months. And she said she couldn't afford that. She's married to a multimillionaire.
Well,
so she doesn't want to pay it.
That's right. She actually had the fucking gall to claim to a judge, I can't afford $250 a month when my husband is a multimillionaire. And you have assessed me on a $453 million assessment, indictment, whatever. Not indictment. Civil court assessment. Yeah, I can't afford $250 a month. I mean, Sin, I bet you've got multiple bills that are $250 a month or more. I know I do.
Roughly, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not married to a multimillionaire, are you?
No, I'm not.
No.
Bullshit.
I can't believe that she had the fucking gall to claim this, and the judge didn't hit her up with additional charges for actually having the fucking balls with her bleach blonde fake hair coming in and claiming his shit. And what happened to your deep voice, bitch?
I think this is where Plague Doctor Zach in the chat has got it right. He says, okay then, back to jail.
That's not unfair. If you can't pay fines, they will throw you in jail and give you credit for time served in a dollar value form, and she should stay there. Because she's, keep in mind, she's complaining about what she's going to have to pay 11 years from now when she gets out of prison. What more? Yeah, I mean,
Is she a smash?
does she have merch? Probably.
No, does she have merch? She's got an OnlyFans. It's $150 a month. Is that a smash?
Maybe.
She's,
Yeah, no,
you know,
I'm
she's
confused.
she's quite mad, you know.
Yeah, that's the best ones. Crazy pussy's the best pussy, mate.
She's a conniving manipulator.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, she's a woman. I get it.
Oh, Jesus. What the fuck? All right, we're just going to move along. Zipper Giant YKK confirms cyber attack targeted U.S. networks.
Oh my god, the zipper giant's attacking again.
Not
Kaiju. Kaiju.
Japanese zipper giant YKK confirmed it's U.S. Okay, now, first of all, I'm not going to lie. I had no idea that YKK was a zipper company. I've seen that on zippers my whole fucking life. I had no idea it was a company, much less that it was a Japanese one.
I wouldn't have ever thought that there was a company that just made zippers.
What? You can't. There's stamp steel. Are you trying to tell me that you need to source these things from one company because of its very intricate and detailed design that they no doubt have 3 or 4 patents on?
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah, lots of questions. But they were a victim of a cyber
Things to
attack.
think about. Yeah.
We're targeted by hackers in recent weeks, but they said it was able to contain the threat before the damage was caused. Oh no, there'll be a zipper shortage. We'll have to resort to buttons.
Zipper shop.
Seriously,
How will it affect the economy of the population's flying low?
The Tokyo-based corporation would not say if it was hit with ransomware, but a spokesperson told Recorded Future News, I trust them more than Time Magazine, that once YKK discovered that its U.S.-based networks were targeted, the cybersecurity team contained the threat before significant damage was done and sensitive information was exfiltrated. I can't believe that a zipper company has a cybersecurity team that throws around words like exfiltrated. Taken out.
No,
Removed.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. You watch
I
Archer?
was trying to think of a zipper pun.
Oh. It was the failure of my zipper, Your Honor, that caused my privates to be exfiltrated from my pants.
I just can't think of a zipper pun. Nothing's going into place.
Zip it. We'll move on.
There you go. That'll do.
An anatomy of Illuminati scams.
Nice.
We spoke to the Grandmasters, so you don't have to.
I want to. What?
I
don't want to speak to the Grandmaster of the Illuminati. Everyone wants to speak to the Illuminati Grandmasters.
Yeah, but they're not, though. That's the point. They just went and talked to Freemasons.
Yeah, it's just anonymous, isn't it?
A more recent analysis of the Illuminati spam campaign shows that these shady individuals who go by many names, including Grandmasters, are still hunting for fresh members worldwide. I've never seen a spam ad email on any of the, like Sora News 24, with all their questionable ads on the side. Yeah. Want to join the Illuminati? It's only $24.95 a month. I
want to be a Grandmaster.
Do you want to pay for it just so you can have the diploma on the wall?
was better than learning chess. That's the only other way you can be a grandmaster.
Chess is fun.
Is chess fun?
I think so.
Do you play chess often?
I mean, when I can.
Huh. You don't strike me as a chess guy.
No.
I like a bit of chess.
Cool.
Mm.
All right. Yeah. I'm more of a backgammon man myself, but
I'm more of a backhoe guy.
you're more of a thief. It's different.
It's a good game too.
Just another guy. You must get involved with moving over iron. You care. Right? Avid angler assaulted by Portland security guard after false shoplifting accusation.
We
This
stole a fish.
this man, it's just entirely for this guy. This guy assaulted you? This security guard?
What are you gonna do? Hit me with that fish?
Well, I mean, Sin, it's like, I pretty much brought this up for you. Look at this fucking guy. This is, oh my God. It's Jason
It's like skinny
Bourne.
Ian Miles Chung.
Could he have more crap on him? It's fucking amazing. Like this guy's actually out there looking for fucking problems in a fish market and confronting people over stolen fish.
It's just these people have nothing to fucking do.
Yeah, look at the giant badge on his shoulder. He's not a cop.
Is there like a big problem in Fisherman's Marine Supply in Portland? Like,
No,
people going in
not
and
at all.
stealing a lot of
Like even a
petrol and-
little. Why the fuck did you hire this guy that's got more stuff on him than Batman?
They just wanted something to look good.
I don't know. It's like walking into a bank and seeing a framed brass-plated sign that says "No spitting." Would you stay at that bank?
That says, talking about stupid signage. I was at the gym earlier on, and of course, over here elevators are called lifts, right? So there was just a sign at the gym next to the elevator, just said lift, and I'm like, well, that's why I'm at the gym. I mean, and an even better one in the changing room. On the mirror, there's a sign that says, "Please be respectful of other gym users when using this mirror to take selfies."
My gym has a thing, and it says, "Do not dispose of anything in urinals or toilets. Use trash cans."
See,
What?
it's just sad that has to be a sign, isn't it? Really?
Yeah,
Were people dropping deuces in the urinals?
I have no idea.
It's just fucking syringes.
Fucking bunch of animals in this town.
I'm trying to think, like, what are people like throwing like balls of paper and shit in the urinals? I can understand
blow their
disposing of shit
nose
in
and
toilets,
chuck it in
but-
the urinal.
I guess so. I don't want any more of this ice cream cum. Fuck it. Yeah.
Bunch of savages in this town.
Oh shit. C. Thomas, thank you for the dollar. So the angler was assaulted over some fishy-looking business. Yes. Yeah. He was. He said he was targeted due to his race. I think he was.
Of course.
I think he was targeted
Put it
because like this.
back in the deck.
Right. How many times had this security guard fucked with other people? You got to ask yourself that. You know, again, the guy that's got a utility belt that makes Batman look bereft. Right.
I mean, he does seem like he's in the business of fucking with people.
Yeah. And from I missed it 25 minutes ago. Thank you, C. Thomas, for the dollar and the baked lemon. An Ecuadorian hospital making mistakes on a woman being dead. Why bother investigating? It's Ecuador. Those. I can't say that last part, C. Thomas. What the hell, man? Let me guys show you something that made me angry.
Let me, guys, show you something.
Is that what I said?
Mhm.
Really?
Yes.
Fuck. Okay, I didn't sleep at all last night, but Jesus. Pretty rough. Boom. Let's go through this as fast as I can. Unwanted guns are now taking on a new purpose. Gardening.
What?
Gardening.
Like you fill up like a shotgun shell with seeds, and
Like Homer's
shoot it
makeup
at the
shotgun?
ground. Yeah.
That's not bad, Drunkle, actually. Just
Well, no, you need two of them. It's
Blast
one
sowing.
shotgun digs the hole, and the other one plants the seeds.
Two-man
And then you need a
operation.
third
yeah.
shotgun to
Push the soil back
fill
over.
it back up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To make sure the other two do their job.
And a commissar behind
and
them
then you
all,
have
right.
your AR-15 with its spade attachment.
What they're actually doing.
Spade attachment.
I was in the middle of I keep talking, then I got a picture of an AR-15 with not a bayonet off the front, but a spade. And it's hilarious.
Or you could get really fancy and get one of those 3-pronged things, the trowels, whatever they're called.
Neither a pick. Aren't they just called a pick?
Is a fork?
Fork.
Poseidon had one to be a trident.
That was just like a fork with a really long handle.
A pitchfork.
my
A
God,
fucking
Polly.
pitchfork, for Christ's sake. That's what they're called.
God damn, we're
Polly.
dumb.
No, that's just, no, but there's like the short one that you actually use for digging instead of.
Oh, the little
pitchfork.
claw deal you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about the
Um,
full-size one they chased Frankenstein with.
I'm sending you a picture again, Polly.
Better not be porn this time.
What do you mean this time?
What?
You consider that picture of fucking Judy Hopps to be porn?
Holy shit.
Yes, right.
Well, shut my mouth.
Oh my God.
What?
It's real.
A 12-gauge shotgun shell that lets you fire flower seeds with a shotgun.
It's fucking real.
This isn't real.
I want this to be real. I choose to believe.
I'd love it, wouldn't you? Like, the police come round because multiple shots heard. What are you doing in there? Gardening?
Yeah. You're not allowed to fire within the city limits. I'm not. Look at the posies over here and the daisies over here. I'm planting the roses over here. Fucking boom! And then the cops jumped. It'd be great.
Now get out of here before I fill you full of flowers.
You want me to plant you? Anyone play Grim Fandango? Anyone?
I'll stand with freedom seeds.
Mhm.
Nice. That was my idea, Darth Mando. Yeah, I'm amazed I didn't think of this. It never even occurred to me till Druggle said so. This is a really awesome thing.
Fucking amazing.
But yeah. What they are actually doing is they are using on Saturday, the Gun Violence Prevention Group of Utah and the Presbyterian Peace Fellowship partnered together to collect unwanted guns to transform them into gardening tools.
What is an unwanted gun? I've never heard that before.
People,
I am unfamiliar.
they're old people that have firearms and their husband passed away, their brother passed away, whatever, estate shit, right? And then they come into the possession of firearms and they've never owned firearms before. They never had them. They don't know what to do with them. And so they get rid of them. And they're all like fucking Sinatra. They're all like,
Antiques.
Yeah, like double barrel break action shotguns, deer rifles, things like that. They're not coming into possession of fucking Mac 10s with suppressors. You know what I mean? That's the way they make it sound, because they don't ever talk about what kind of rifles they are, but or what kind of guns in general they are. It's like, it's just a basic bolt action receiver. So it's just some poor dead man's deer rifle that his wife is now getting rid of to feel like she's doing something for society. And they absolutely do. Even the most skilled gunsmith couldn't make this a serviceable weapon. This gun will never hurt anyone because now it's just a chunk of metal, said one of the volunteers,
Wow.
broadcasting their virtue. It's a great alternative to selling them for people who just don't want their guns to possibly be out on the street. For all those deer rifle inner city shootings, right?
I mean, there's a reason why there's no deer in the city.
They've created a food desert by killing all the game. Need conservation groups in Manhattan. That's the problem. It's a way to make sure that we are forging peace in society, and we see this is a means of preventing gun violence. You do? Think over what the fuck you're saying. You can drop it off at a police station. You can give it to someone. It's not the firearm. It's the individual with the firearm, he said. Yeah. Right. So this fucking bugs me. Because right away I'm thinking, okay, you're the Gun Violence Prevention Center. The Every Town for America, multi-billionaire supported.
Yes, I remember I got a strike talking about them once.
No shit.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, the people that fly non-survivors of the Parkland shooting all over the country to... I mean,
I got it for bullying.
Them kids?
Or CNN, one of the two.
That aren't kids anymore, mind you, so go ahead and bust balls. But,
Fuck you, David.
yeah. Fucking David Hogg. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, can you believe that guy got accepted to Harvard? Well, he had applied before,
Yes.
but then didn't get in, and then applied again, even though he's a legacy student because his mom went there, and his dad's an ex-FBI special agent.
I mean,
And then after gaining national notoriety, they accepted him again. What, did your GPA suddenly jump?
Well, that shooting was the best thing that ever happened to him.
Yeah.
Didn't
He wasn't
didn't
there.
he
It was
just write
great.
Black Lives Matter over and over and over?
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. I think there was might have been Cambridge.
Yeah, somebody did on their
That was the
entrance
statement he
essay.
sent them.
Yeah, and you write a personal statement, which is Black Lives Matter over and over again, which tells you about the admission standards at Harvard in certain situations. So they destroy all these guns, and we're pounding our swords into plowshares. Yeah, how biblical of you! It just, guys are bullshit artists. Remember when Jesus told everyone to go buy a couple of swords? Yeah, you forget about.
I remember when Jesus chased around tax collectors with a whip.
Yeah, I mean, they only tend to focus on certain parts. Yeah.
Do you remember?
So I'm thinking Every Town for gun safety, right? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's them. The Gun Violence Prevention Center, who gets their money from the national group. This is just the particular one of Utah. And clicking over to their 5 gun lobby myths. Hey, you want to hear lies fast and quick? Here they go. Guns are commonly used to protect person and property. Fact. Defensive gun is actually rare. There are only about 2,000 verified defensive gun uses per year, compared to 40,000 gun deaths annually. So you're saying the FBI uniform crime stats are lying? Because that's where that figure.
They lie when they don't agree with it, but when they do agree with it, it's facts.
Yeah, it's over a million per year. So where did you get 2,000 from? So I'll tell you where they got 2,000 from. Only counting defensive uses of guns where the person they shot was killed by the shooting, and it was under the court of law in that given state and county decided as a matter of personal defense. That's very specific. So you're not including the majority of times that people pull a gun and that ends the situation right there because, oh shit, this woman, this smaller person, this homeowner, this guy just walking down the street not wanting to get mugged, yanked out a fucking gun, and it's like, oh, this person has a means of defending themselves. Yes, they do.
For some reason, I didn't think that sentence was going to end in homeowner.
Why not?
I thought you were just going to say this homo.
No.
I don't know why.
Look,
Just where my mind went.
Are you sure the doctor gave you just antibiotics? Like no fun drugs?
No, I also have not slept well in like 3 days.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm not enjoying it. I am. You just seem a little bit.
It sounded like you were going to say this homo.
You sound a little just flighty. Is all I'm
Derisively as
saying.
fuck. Yeah, this homo and his gun.
Well, let me tell you about guns and gays. The guy who, the 2008
Trigger
DCV Heller decision, the one that's, there actually is an individual right to keep and bear arms in the Second Amendment when it was finally decided by the Supreme Court in 2008. The lawyers who brought that, it wasn't the NRA, it was actually the Cato Institute in Washington, D.C., that individual rights legal organization.
Right.
One of the guys who was the primary lawyer on it and one of the people who pushed it as hard as he did, and I'm going to support Richard Heller, who cannot take his gun home or have a gun registered to his house in Washington, D.C., even though he works for the federal government as a guard at an office building in D.C. where he carries a gun for duty. And as soon as he leaves that job, he can't have a gun at his own home. Amazing. And it's like, well, this is a blatant violation of his Second Amendment rights.
Or is he just leaves it in the driveway?
No, he's got to lock it back up at a locked facility at his place of employment. And it's like, so he can defend this, but not his own home. Like, he doesn't want to walk around with it. He doesn't want a concealed carry permit. He just wants to be able to have a gun in his house at all. And that was illegal under the DC handgun ban from 1976. And so they challenged it as unconstitutional and won, thus establishing the precedent that, yes, the Second Amendment does absolutely mean individual right to keep and bear arms. You can't deny anybody the right to have a gun. Though they still do all over the
As
place.
it should.
Yeah, absolutely as it should. The lawyer that I'm talking about, what made him want to really get behind people fighting for their Second Amendment rights is a lawyer, and why he hooked up with the Cato Institute, because he's gay and he's walking down the street and he's with his boyfriend, and a group of 4 or 5 guys start following him and they're yelling out, "Hey, you fucking fairy," and blah, 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 and fucking with them. And it's like they turn a corner and they say, "Leave us alone." And the guys, and it's on video camera, this happening. The guy turns the corner and they keep following him. He's like, "Yeah, we're going to," this starts getting violent. It's going to turn into a gay bashing situation. So the guy reaches in his pack holster and pulls out his gun and says, "We're going to keep walking. You're going to stay here. This is over."
Nice.
Like, that's it. Do you know what the fucking the main loudmouth of the group of 5 guys who were following this guy for block after block, him and his fucking boyfriend, actually fucking said, "Hey, do you have a license for that gun?"
Oh, shut up.
I'm not even fucking kidding. And that is the thing that just can you the gall? Like, you were gonna beat the hell out of 2 dudes you didn't even know, and you're worried about licensure?
That's fucking.
It's just something to fuck him over.
That's incredible. That's like you dig in a grave for like someone you've just murdered, and then a fucking police car pulls up, and you go, "Oh, no, you can't park there, mate." That's
Right.
incredible.
I've always loved that story. I mean, that's how it should happen. That's the way it went down. Like, we're going to keep walking and you're going to stay here. And yeah, those guys were very much convinced to stay there, and nothing happened to them. Yeah, that's what concealed carry's for. That situation right there. But it wouldn't count for these guys over at the Gun Violence Prevention Center, because he didn't shoot and kill the guy. But they have no problem with writing 40,000 gun deaths annually, including 60% suicides. But they're not going to tell you that, but they're honest over here. You fucking scum.
I mean, that doesn't even say in America either. They could be like talking about like war.
Guns in your home will make you and your family's
honestly,
safety. Actually, a gun in your home is much more likely to be used in a suicide, domestic violence, assault, or unintentional shooting.
You mean something with a gun has more likely of a gun being used?
Exactly.
Wow.
It is the same connection as people who have insulin pens are more likely to have diabetes. Really?
It's fucking crazy.
I automatically
People who have EpiPens have allergies? Wow.
I automatically distrust anything that starts with the word fact.
Yeah. Myth. Fact.
I'm just not gonna believe it.
The one that really
It's insisting upon itself.
It's insisting upon itself.
And that's gay.
Yeah, I mean, just other
You're
guy's not wrong.
classic Jew.
Defensive uses of firearms are literally the overwhelming use of firearms. Yeah, I 100% agree, but these lying bastards are just like, no, it's only 2,000 times. But they're not counting when people don't actually fire, and they're not counting when the person isn't killed. Really? Well, that drives the number way down. Yeah, it does, and that's what they're attempting to do. The one that really caught my attention was myth number 3 here. Shooters target gun-free zones. A study by Lewis.
What?
Yeah.
They target people.
Louis Claveras looked into public high fatality shootings. You mean mass shootings? No. He came up with his own category so he could self-define to change the stats as needed.
Yeah.
Public high fatality shootings from 1966 to 2015, in which 6 or more people were killed. Found that 84% of those shootings occurred in areas where people were allowed to carry firearms. The evidence is clear. Shooters do not target gun-free zones. Well, what happens if you went with mass shootings that weren't gang-related? So 3 or more. Oh, wait, that number just disappears. Well, who are you, Louis Clavris? Are you some kind of like bullshit artist? Why, yes, he is. It's time to bring back the assault weapons ban, gun violence experts say. And of course, they cite this miserable bastard. Where else has he written multiple articles for The Atlantic? Why, yes, he has. Has he published books about how to ban guns in America and let's bring back the gun ban? Yes, he has. Oh, that's your expert?
What?
Yeah, I know.
people of the chat, you can't. You're not privy to this because going through OBS, of course, Polly's cut off the top of his window here. But there's multiple tabs just after a tab that just says guns.
It's true. He's not wrong. I always try to keep it short, man, because the grouping, which I try and do, like this, Drunkle. You love this and you know it. What the hell?
No, I do. Also, I mean, you look at if you go back to the previous one. There you go. So he's looked at shootings from 1968 to 2015 in which 6 more people killed. Okay. 84% of those shootings occurred in areas where people were allowed to carry firearms, right? So that means 16% are done in gun-free zones. But then it says the evidence is clear that shooters do not target gun-free zones, despite the fact that still 16% of them were. Now the wording here suggests that gun-free zones are gun-free zones.
Right.
But it's not. Because the shootings still happen there.
Yeah. And
they're making it sound like there are no shootings in gun-free zones.
And Sinatra, how many established gun-free zones do you think there were in 1966?
Well, the UK was one of them.
But this is what I mean. It wasn't school zones. Federal banks? Not much else. Now
the White House.
Yeah, the White House, fair enough. Yeah, government buildings, I could easily see that. Gun-free zones.
No, even then, the Secret Service carry them, so it's not a gun-free zone, is it?
Well, when they're gun-free, they mean us, not them.
Of course, yeah. But it's not gun-free, is it? But, well, we're talking about wordage here. Let's talk about fucking wordage. It's not gun-free.
Okay, so this guy says this, and let's bring in Feinstein, because it's not fun without her when we're talking about guns, right? So these go through this, oh, no, we need to ban guns. Did you know? And all these statistics that I don't believe a word of, because they're all coming from that same guy who manipulates things for his own ends. Let's say, did you know that after the high-capacity magazine ban in 1994, that murder rates dropped by 89%? It's like, I don't fucking believe that, even remotely. That makes no fucking sense. What are you talking about? You mean murder rates with AR-15s? I mean, they weren't that high to begin with, and are you using them as a percentage of the national average, which is so-called assault weapons are responsible for less than 1% of. So therefore, how fast can you drop 1%? Pretty fucking quick. You just need one person not to shoot one person, and it'll drop by half. Anyway, get into this gun rights groups like the National Rifle Association oppose such bans. They point out that most owners of such weapons are law-abiding citizens. Yeah. And that the millions of guns and magazines in circulation would make law enforcement of any such ban a challenge. Did you include this far enough down in here? Oh, yeah. That guy's book is called Rampage Nation, by the way. They also note, correctly, the author had I'll give him that small credit, to say that the overwhelming majority of gun homicides are committed with handguns, making the impact of an assault weapons ban on the overall criminal rate minimal. Huh.
So he's admitting that it's nonsense.
It's nonsense because, well, what's the goal? Produce a fulsome argument, an actual full argument. Lives are valuable. Therefore, if we can institute a policy here in the federal government that will save lives, that's a good thing. This policy can do that. Therefore, we should institute it. There's a full argument. And then somebody can point out, wait a minute, if lives are valuable and you're talking about policies related to firearms, why aren't you doing things where we can find where the majority of firearms violence is located geographically and have it effectuated there? Why are you trying to take away this guy's handgun in Iowa when the handgun homicide rate in Iowa is like nothing? Because of what's going on in Detroit. Not that handguns aren't banned in Detroit, but that's, they still get them. It's shocking. Supporters of the assault weapon ban, like Senator Dianne Feinstein, you might have seen the crypt keeper in the wheelchair as of late, say that the goal of the bans is to prevent horrific mass shooting incidents, not to stop run-of-the-mill gun violence that kills dozens of Americans each day. My God, she said that. Feinstein, along with 22 Democratic colleagues, introduced the assault weapons ban in the Senate after the Sutherland Springs shooting in Texas. Wait, not to stop run-of-the-mill gun violence that kills dozens of Americans each day? You mean wildly outnumbering any kind of mass shooting that...
Gang violence in my constituents.
Well, let's see about that. Chicago tops 630 homicides and 2,600 shootings in 2022. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. That's really? Yeah, really. That's where the fucking numbers are at now. It comes from the police, not some fucking Second Amendment supporter. And yeah, I read through and it actually is not coming. It's their stats. 630 fucking homicides. And you guys really want to focus on mass shootings? Again, if the goal is to save as many lives as possible, you are looking at the wrong fucking thing. That's one fucking city. Start multiplying cities now, or adding up cities, I should say. Moving over, the homicides in 2022, actually, they were higher. They were 695. And notice that they're not even willing to say the Chicago Tribune is like 695 people were killed. Yeah, but you forgot about the 2,600 people that were shot. Many of them left like with debilitating injuries for the rest of their life. You know, not just flesh wounds, that kind of thing.
Well, you know that doesn't matter.
Yeah, let's just scroll down here though and take a look. Oh, but 102 fewer people were killed when compared with 2021. My God, look at your graph. Scrolling down, this is where the fun starts. Age of Chicago's homicide victims in 2022. Between 20 and 29?
Really, this is the fun?
Well, the fun, I meant it ironically. Look at this here. We can count assault weapons to be the major factor in killings. Really? Just in Chicago, there seems to be another factor that's at play. Anyone spot it?
I don't see color.
No?
Especially not that big blue color.
Well, obviously it must be because of population differences, right?
No, it's
let's take a look.
disparity.
Let's see. 28% of the population. Okay, well, that must be the vast majority of the population since those previous numbers were so high. Oh, no, look.
From what I hear, it's actually 13%.
31% of the population. Really? Really? Did you know that if you overlay the ethnic dispersion map in Chicago, it'll also coincide with the shooting dispersion map? My point is that you have Dianne Feinstein back here talking about, we don't want to focus on run-of-the-mill violence that is actually claiming lives, even in your home state of California, geographically, number one, by type of weapon that you're completely ignoring, number two, and to given communities that have suffered this violence for a long, long fucking time that you are afraid to mention because it might make you look racist. So how much do you actually care about people's lives? Not very much. Because you're allowing to fucking to continue when you goddamn well know where your laws and policies should be focused. But fuck it. Let's focus on the high profile thing that the news always talks about. School shootings. And by talking about it more and more, you encourage it more and more, which has been demonstrated because every new school shooter identifies and idolizes the last school shooter. Well, how would they do that? By pulling in all the news coverage they possibly can, and there's a lot of it, and idolizing the individual shooters. He's just like me.
Well, in fairness, I think the last one had a very different identity.
Why do you hate your channel? I just, you know, I'm looking forward to the time when I can, you know, just I won't go
He hates doing this show.
Yeah, it's really drunkle more than anything. It's not my channel. I just,
What the fuck?
it's after I don't have a channel, I don't have to stream him anymore. You know?
Is he joking?
Yes, I am. But it's the fact that anyone was questioning it worries me. Did you know that you needed a license to kill squirrels in Missouri?
Really?
Yeah. And that there's 10 other states where you need a squirrel hunting license?
Hardly seems worth it, does it? Like, who's complaining about this?
Oh, shit. That's actually a really, really fair point. It hardly seems worth it. Yeah, what are you slowing us down for? What do you fucking care? We're worried that the population of squirrels is dropping. It won't. They're highly adaptable.
No, it won't. Yeah.
We ain't gonna run out of squirrels anytime soon, and I don't think there's a great mass of people looking to, you know, chomp down on that delectable gourmet delight.
This is not even like a really rare breed of squirrel. It's just a squirrel.
Yeah, it is.
Like over here, we have,
Is there a rare squirrel?
I
over
mean,
here,
there's
yeah,
black squirrels. We call them something else, though.
Oh,
Whereas there's 13% of them. I won't call that rare. Over here,
Hey,
we
can,
have the,
can you just mute the audio out to the stream real quick?
I totally can. Oh, I wish you could have heard that chat. I just holy fuck.
Oh
Oh, Christ, it hurts to laugh.
Oh wow.
We there are rare squirrel. We have the red squirrel over here, which was the British squirrel, but I think the grey squirrel is more common and started colonizing their trees, I guess, making the red squirrel in danger. So that is a rare thing over here. But in America, I don't think there is such thing as a rare breed of squirrel. Is there? Like,
No,
you
that's
need
just
you need
fucking everywhere.
you need a hunting license to hunt squirrel? That's nuts.
I mean, there could be.
Come on.
I tried to make sense of it, and it doesn't make sense. It's not I'm like, oh, maybe it's just a general hunting permit, so they know how many people are out there, and it's conservation group based. So you need the hunting permit to get like deer licenses and whatever. So if you want to go squirrel hunting, you don't need a specific squirrel license. You just need a general wildlife hunting license. You know what I mean? And that allows you to get everything else or something. I don't know. I was trying to make sense of it. No, it's specific to squirrels. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. I got nothing then. I got no explanation I can even imaginate.
I like them though. They got nice little faces.
Yeah, squirrels are great.
But don't fuck with them.
I-
Because they'll fuck your shit up.
Yeah, they're little bastards.
They fucking are, man.
I don't understand the hatred of squirrels. They're pretty easy to
I
deal
don't
with.
hate
They're
them.
pretty easy to
I
trap.
just don't like them.
Oh,
You know, my
Okay.
favorite squirrel-based fact, and I do have one,
okay.
is that because you know they like acorns, don't they? They love acorns,
Mhm.
and so they'll collect them throughout the year and they'll hide them. But they forget 90% of where they bury them. They forget,
Mhm.
and that's how we get oak trees growing everywhere.
And that's also how I get a million little fucking squirrel holes in my goddamn yard.
Yeah, because they also if they think another squirrel's watching, then they'll pretend to bury an acorn, but then actually go and bury it somewhere else.
This is a legitimate question. Okay, I've got squirrels like fucking crazy. And well, it's not
That's
just,
nuts, dude.
You need license.
wow. I got squirrels like crazy, but I love having them around because it's not like pigeons where they turn everything, with their white shit terrible. No, they're just running around.
Yeah.
They're hilarious. To watch them run along the power lines is one of the few delights I
yeah.
get in my day.
Yeah, it amazes me how they just claw up the side of a tree. Like
Absolutely.
it's nothing, you know.
And I love when you like a noise will go off and they're on the ground and they'll just like spring to the side of the tree, like ninja grip to it. It's great. The squirrels are hilarious. They're nature's like
fun
free
to watch.
entertainment.
Yeah.
And they're jittery as a meth head with none of the unfortunate side effects.
No, they'll
Methness.
still fuck you up. They will still fuck you up, mate.
But
They're vicious
you
little
actually
fuckers.
have squirrel holes. Is he thinking?
That's
Yeah,
simple.
like
That was a
where they
question.
dig. It's like little things where they dig it. Yeah, it's just little
can dig it.
fucking little holes.
That surprises me because I got a fuck ton of squirrels, not just in my backyard because they don't pay attention to property lines. Why should they? But they're everywhere, and there's no
Yeah, it's
squirrel.
in like the mulch bed usually. Like that's why I can really see it. Sometimes it's in the yard, but that's later in the year.
But there are no squirrel holes
Oh,
in my
as well?
backyard at all, not one. So that's why it caught my attention. I'm like, really? Must be different
Do
kinds of
you,
squirrels.
Do you put down weed killer and shit?
No.
Oh, I don't know then.
There's
If I remember, I'll take a picture and send it to you.
That's
A third squirrel-based fact, and possibly my favorite.
Mhm.
Did you know that squirrels die after having sex?
I don't know about
Don't we
that. Is
all?
that true? That doesn't sound right.
We all
The one
die
I
after we
fucked
have
did.
sex.
A little inside.
The one I fucked did.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Moving on.
I just end it there.
I
Fuck
did-
that.
Thanks for coming, everyone. Okay, yeah, penultimate article. Here we go. Man crashes car, jumps out of window after attempted burglary. Okay, this guy drives up, crashes into a
Like
house.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, and just then and there, fuck it. Home invasion time.
It kind of is, isn't it? I mean, it's not really home. It's not breaking and entering as much as it is just breaking. You know?
I mean, it wasn't deliberate. It's not like
entry.
It's not like he drove into the home to commit the burglary. He drove into the home and said,
Really?
"Well, I'm here." Yes.
Right, okay.
We won in Rome.
Yeah, made a snap decision. Went in living room, I might as well rob it. And I didn't mean to be here, but I'm here. So fuck it.
He just looks out like, my God, what are the chances? Fucking
Wow,
brilliant.
I was just looking for that TV.
You know, people throw around the phrase "respect the hustle" a little too loosely, in my opinion. You know, it doesn't mean you approve of what they've done. As a matter of fact, you condemn it. But like I said, a little too loose. I appreciate the guy who's so committed to, you know, solid decisions, snap decisions that just need to be followed through on. Driving down the street, loses control of his car, right through the front of a house. Fuck it. Time for an armed robbery home invasion.
That is a big fuck it.
As one door closes, a wall falls down. I guess.
See, Thomas, thank you for the $1 last year. I had to fucking gas squirrels out of my damn house because 3 of those fuckers dug into my windowsill. My neighbors got a brief lesson on homemade chlorine gas that year. Wow, dude.
Wow. Is that just bleach and ammonia?
Did your neighbors, you know, survive your attempts at homemade chlorine gas? Nuts.
Answer the question, man.
Yeah. So moving on to our titular article. You ready, Drunkle?
I am so ready, dude.
Titanic asteroid the size of 84 orcas to pass Earth on Monday.
Yes!
Jerusalem
Nice.
Post. Keep them coming.
Dude,
Oh, fantastic.
I do not know where this trend of measuring things in mammals came from, but I am here for it, man.
I
I'm so
do
happy.
enjoy it.
84 orcas.
84
That's
orcas.
huge.
Yeah, or 830 meters if you want to know how big that was.
No, I already knew. It's 84 orcas.
Yeah, this
Done.
the orcas are more helpful than your damn meat trays and. Okay, I don't know what is wrong with. No, I don't know what's right with the Jerusalem Post, but I hope they keep doing it.
I
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
great.
I absolutely love it. Keep it up. The day this stops is the day I unsubscribe from the Jerusalem Post. I get alerts on my phone for whenever an animal is mentioned in the Jerusalem Post. Like, oh, we got one, boys.
I can't believe they just keep going with it. Well, no, I can, and I love it. And they start talking
Look,
about
there's
like,
an orca.
yeah, they start talking about orcas and killer whales and how many of
My
them have killed
God.
humans.
And it's the size of 1/84th of an asteroid.
Yeah. And they give us additional measurements down here. Like asteroid 2023 LA has been estimated diameter 53 meters, which is just over 13 bottleneck dolphins. 2023 LQ has an estimated diameter of 38 meters, which is almost as big as 7 beluga whales.
Oh, they're really sticking with the aquatic mammal theme on this one.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You remember when they introduced the giraffes? I thought that was pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I like when they keep it thematically consistent.
It's fucking wonderful.
Yeah. And I mean, it is a nice bonus because, yeah, the asteroid won't strike is the unfortunate downside of the story.
Yeah. Good news, bad news.
Yeah, but we did get an animal measurement out of it, so that's something.
They said Titanic asteroid. Are they saying that the Titanic was the size of 84 orcas?
Holy shit, that's another aquatic theme. I totally missed that.
Oh my God, it is, isn't it?
And
Earth.
Yes.
Earth is covered in water. My God.
Blowing this case wide open.
It goes straight to the top, man. Possibly higher.
I don't believe this. This is your liberty. This is
Oh,
liberty.
yes.
They mugged us off, ain't they? We're being mugged off by the Klingons.
Mugs.
Fucking mugs.
Mugged us
They
right
mugged
off.
us
You
right
can have
off.
that, Jim.
I don't
Akira.
think we need any more proof that one of the AAA viewers writes for the Jerusalem Post.
Fucking hell, Akira, that's good.
I would love it. I would love it. Thank you so much, Akira, for the 1966.
Best shit posting audience online. If you don't believe me,
I
check
mean,
out my
they
IMDb page. I had nothing to do with. Good God. wasn't so funny. I
San
find it deeply
Miguel.
insulting.
I forgot to mention it earlier, but that reminded me. San Miguel was talking about the how my 2501 no square is better because it's the boys.
The show?
Kind of.
So no. I mean, look, if you went through the entire chat and all you managed to get for someone talking
No,
positive,
I just forgot he said that earlier. Got
was
sidetracked.
Steve Dave.
That's at San Miguel.
Oh, that's even worse.
Why? You respect the
San
sheriff, sir.
Miguel. I will not. I will not respect authority. I only respect 84 orcas.
You know what? Blue Pizarro gives me an
83, not
idea.
enough.
How many river otters is that? I'm going to find out the average height of a river otter, and I will be presenting future.
Siri, what's the average height of the river otter? Fuck. Hold on.
Yeah.
Siri,
don't
what's
really
the
work
average
that
height
well.
of a river otter?
But
Mhm.
the average river otter is
The river otter can weigh. What is the average length of a river otter?
Fair enough. There you go.
go for width next. I'm interested.
66 to 26 to 42 inches.
Okay, I'll go
Oh,
with
yeah,
I'll
you
go
got
with the mean
decent
between that.
instinct.
I'll go with the mean, and I'll be presenting future news story in the otter units. Why not?
You
I'll
need
take
a you need a orca to otter conversion scale.
What I was thinking is just plugging a macro into the fucking Windows-based calculator. It's pretty easy, just to save formula in there for whatever you need to do. It's just a feature that it has. Yeah, I will plug my otter calculator in there.
I'm looking at the article here, Asteroid 488453,
Calculator.
1994 XD. Like it makes me think like some
Yeah, right, yeah.
fucking
that's
nerd
it.
got a hold of it. It's like,
Good point. So there it is. Okay. That's it for the show. We've ran over time, and Sinatra really needs to go lay down, even if he doesn't think so.
I need a shower, is what I need.
Yeah? The steam for the bronchioles?
mean,
Yeah, I
don't
think that
want
might help. I've been chewing through an entire bag of cough drops.
Fuck, we appreciate you showing up, man, because it sounds like you're fucking hurting. That's
I'm not physically, I'm like sore. You know how you like your stomach hurts from puking?
absolutely.
Like I feel
yes.
like that on my back from coughing so hard.
Oh yeah. I feel you.
Yeah, I mean,
I've been
Chad,
there.
just so you know, I mean, DM me this morning saying, I'm in pain. I'm coughing like crazy. My voice is fucked. I'll be there, but just so you know. Fuck. And it made me feel...
I almost didn't, but I was like, yeah, what am I going to do? Just sit? No.
You could have said that to both of us if you download WhatsApp.
But if you put Discord on your phone, the same thing could have occurred, and then you could talk to everybody.
But then what if my phone gets stolen? Then someone's got their hands on my innards.
Don't you lock your phone?
You don't lock your phone because you're not afraid of your phone getting stolen. We've been through this, and I find that not acceptable.
That is very
You
weird.
telling me I should be afraid that someone's going to steal my phone? Sounds like a threat.
Yeah.
You should take the general, simple precaution of locking your phone, and that's what I asked you at the time. Do you walk out your front door and not lock it? I mean, a lock only stops an honest man. It doesn't mean you shouldn't lock your door.
No, I just shut it. It locks on its own.
That was the point.
But do you really not have a lock on your phone?
No.
You don't remember when we went over this before? Drunkle and I rambled back and forth over it. My consternation
It
and his
sounds
insistence.
familiar, but
So it sounds like a conversation me and Polly would have.
Mhm.
I mean, it does.
And it outstands like, WhatsApp? Yeah, it's okay. It's for internet fogies. Nobody uses WhatsApp anymore, man. It's good that you don't know of it.
Me and Sinatra.
God, now I'm gonna have to go delete it.
Yeah, well.
No, don't listen to him.
You're gonna have to download Discord.
No.
Trouble.
Listen to the guy who's still running like dial-up AOL online.
If I download Discord, then I will be making a separate account.
That's fine.
Why?
Okay. Because because I don't have anything connected to my channel on my phone.
You know, people like
Ah.
just use Discord.
Yeah, people also use WhatsApp.
You mean how they use Discord?
People just have Discord.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it's not just a
I have
YouTuber
Discord.
thing.
Oh yeah,
No,
it's supposed to be a gamer thing, but people figured out a long time ago that you can do a lot more.
I have
Like
Twitch.
share government documents, for example.
Why don't we just share our phone numbers out right now publicly, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Oh, yeah, what
Okay.
could go wrong with that? That's a good idea.
Go ahead, Drunkle. Get us started.
07910 442 894.
Does the UK have area codes?
It's just the one area, really.
I don't believe that.
No, we do, but not for mobile phones. They all start with 07.
All mobile phones in the entirety of the UK start with the same area code?
No, it's not an
Well,
area.
dude, it's
code.
like the
They're
size
just
of
all-
Ohio.
Yeah, there you go. It's not an area code. It's just all mobile phone numbers start with
Does it-
07.
Doesn't the UK have a
It's like the
population of like
country code.
35 million fucking people? 35 million?
And every one of those phone numbers starts with 07.
That
It's
seems
like
like,
a
way too
country
many.
code. I don't think Britain has the 3-4 format that we do.
No, we do not. No. Landlines have area codes, certainly.
And what's your country code?
+44.
I know
here
that
it's
because I had to
+1.
call the bastards at Warlord Games one time. It was really weird calling all the way to London.
And I know that America's is +1 because you guys lord it over me like it's like, yeah, we're the first one.
I mean, we are.
We're the best.
You know what I really like about this picture, Drunkle, that I didn't call attention to?
Oh wait,
but
I didn't
goodness.
give you mine. Klondike 5.
What's a Klondike 5?
It's old school
yeah.
fucking
You-
operator. Operator, please connect me to Klondike 5.
If you ever watch old movies, you'll hear it all the time because there were so few phone numbers. They were just separated by like a letter code at the beginning, and it would be like K6932, and they would say Klondike, so there was no confusion over what the letter was that they were saying.
Alright.
You know,
It's not like
My-
phonetics stuff, huh?
My mom was an operator at AT&T when they first started doing that because my mom was old. She retired from AT&T. She was one of those operators for a long time.
Mike Savage with a cool fact. In Ireland, all the mobile numbers start with 08.
Cool.
oh bless you.
That is a cool fact. So, what's your favourite thing about this picture, Polly? Is it that it looks like a guy who's hugging his staring at the earth?
I sort of no, not at all actually. The thing I like the most about this picture is that you got the ashtrays coming in, and is this Getty? It's illustrative from Pixabay. Okay.
Ah.
The thing I like
How
about
did
it,
they get that photo?
yeah, you got the yeah, they got the camera way out. See, you got the moon right there. Look, it's Luna.
Yeah, it's not lunar. It's illuminated, but it's just the moon.
Try harder for that one next time.
I just,
Yeah.
I,
It won't be a
I just
next
dig that
time.
they bothered to put Luna in the picture. Nice detail.
It's not lunar. It's the moon.
I mean, it's also ridiculous because this is not even remotely to scale. If it were the moon, it would be like, way the fuck off the frame, way the hell over here. But you know, I like that they
Yeah,
included.
stupid picture.
I like that they included Celine anyway.
It's not Celine either, is it? You just came up with two separate names, both of which mean moon.
You live in a former part of the Roman Empire. Why do you hate Latin so much?
07. 07.
What?
07. That's the beginning of a fucking any other phone number, so you can call someone who gives a shit about what you're gonna say.
All right. Fine.
All right, let's wrap it up. I'll be goddamn if I'm taking your number for WhatsApp or Signal or anything else after that.
Oh, I've already got your numbers.
All right, Drunkle, you are not doing any gamage because you've already done some gamage, isn't that correct?
No, I have not.
Oh.
I have work tomorrow morning, so I will be unfortunately not being able to do any gamage. But I'm going to make it up to you guys. We're going to have some Jackbox tomorrow to make up for it on twitch.tv/drunkleplays.
Very nice. And Sin, given your state of sickness, do you have something for us?
Yes.
Impressive, actually. Okay, nice.
I have a video. I recorded this before I took my ass up to urgent care, but yes, I have a video coming out. Go ahead and give that a watchy poo. That's over on the Sin and Sass channel.
He's a goddamn soldier, Polly.
Fucking machine, this
Mhm.
one.
Oh, fuck. I forgot to finish uploading it. Okay, it'll be up in a little bit.
He's a forgetful, mindless soldier, but a good, you know, trooping on nonetheless.
It's at my house, and I set the computer to sleep. I didn't even realize it wasn't done uploading.
You're sick as fuck. You actually don't need to give excuses here, man. You did a video at all is impressive. You know, I would have just sweated it out.
I physically sick. Mentally, I'm all here usually. Well, as here as I usually am.
I understand.
That's not the flex you think it is, you know.
All right, well, that brings us to the end of the show, everybody. I'd like to thank everybody for showing up, especially Sinatra for he's sick, and anyone else out there who's sick, and you know, just some guy for popping in during his workout every single fucking Wednesday.
Yeah, was it back day today? I think.
Yeah, I just saw when it came to the end of
Wednesday?
his workout today. I didn't notice what muscle group he was working on.
I haven't gone to the gym in 2 days. I cannot wait to go back.
You fat bastard.
When I'm going to bed around 6 a.m., I go have a cigarette outside and look at all the people walking their dogs and think, huh, so that's what exercise looks like.
I love that. I do that watching fucking football at home, you know. You're watching like these fucking athletes, titans of the arena battling it out for athletic supremacy. And
While
I'm
you're
there
eating
drinking
Cheetos.
beer and smoking a cigarette, going like, he's not very good, is he?
Speaking of walking dogs, I saw a man walking a pig yesterday.
Did you really?
I did,
How is he,
actually.
Mum?
Absolutely. Because I saw him from a distance as I was driving. It was through a residential neighborhood, and I had just turned like a really slow undulating curve, so I was going real slow, and I'm looking, I'm like, is that a man walking a pig? And as I slowly drive by him, I'm like, holy shit, it is a man walking a pig.
Did you yell, "Nice girlfriend"?
He had a leash for it and everything. It had a little collar, and it was like, oh, okay then. It was clearly a pig with the stumpy little legs and the tail and the snout and whatnot.
It was clearly a pig.
Yeah, like it wasn't I mistook a dog for a pig. No, it was clearly a pig.
What, a cat? Or a frog? It's definitely what, a squirrel.
Come on, people walk pigeons. You've seen it.
He's a seagull, dude.
Right. Okay, seagull.
Ah,
Right.
A bird died,
Yeah.
Drunkle.
Gosh, man.
He killed it by walking it, didn't he? Wasn't that the story?
No. He took it to the vet and it got euthanized.
Because it whatever. That's close enough. All right. Polly's Insomnia Demon, thank you for the $1. Noir Bar, Friday night. Be there. I will be. Insomnia Demon. That bastard's been following me for years. So once again, I'd like to thank everybody who showed up, everyone with their generous donations. Greatly appreciated. And on that note, we're out of here. But Drunkle, where would they be able to find us next?
We're going to be back on Friday on the Silent Sin channel at 10:30 p.m. GMT, 5:30 p.m. AST, 4:30 Central, and 5:30 a.m. on Christmas Island, Pollybobs.
Excellent. I'll be there. Have a good night, everybody.
Will
Later.
you?